It's your boy Freeze, and I'm here to put him at ease. And if you leave your girl around me long enough, she might end up on her knees. Don't worry about it. It's the Lost in Elect podcast show. We're here to go ahead and give you stuff that you don't know. We're here to make you cry laughing with the tears falling out your face. We're here to make your stomachs hurt from clenching your stomach too hard from laughing. We are here to make you think and make you use your intellect. And we also here to trigger you, because if we trigger you, we can better you. Don't worry about it. Now, we got the four horsemen at the top, as you know. It's me, number one, Freeze. You got my brother Kane, aka the AR Kane, and you know what I'm talking about. Then we got POP. And then at the last but not least, we got my brother Applied, aka Applied Site Vibes. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all make sure to stay tuned in with the show. We have the live show coming soon to you guys. We have a date almost set. We're just waiting till after this hurricane season. Don't worry about it. Y'all enjoy the show. Make sure to hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Make sure you hit the link in the description. Make sure you follow all of us on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. And make sure, most of all, you follow us on Snapchat if we got one. Don't worry about it. Y'all take it easy. Vibes?
Let's see. Yo, what's the word? Tired as hell. Woo, shit. Man, tired. You see the title?
Going
Hey, you
Wait,
like the title?
do it. Wait, wait.
Hey,
It,
hey,
it's
hey.
not. They chose the
I,
wrong day today.
I thought y'all would like the title. I'm sorry, I thought y'all would like the title. I thought y'all would like it. Oh shit.
You know who I am. Hold on. You know who I am. Hold on.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, I'm gonna add you in. They already laughing at us because they,
Hey.
they already laughing at us because all the homies already know. D Boogie, he already know what's going down. Hey, this ain't what happened. Yeah, we already know what's going on. Gridiron, know. Hey, hey, we'll they join or not, because it's gonna be a hell of a topic.
You know what? I know why they joined it. They joined it because they
Titles.
fucking title.
We on the timer. We only got 40 minutes today. So we're gonna stop it between 0 and 40. We don't know when. It might be 20, but we bring some people in today. We definitely bring some people in today. I want to hear all the men's point of view. I know no beta males. Don't get up here. We're gonna cut you off. We'll hang up on you.
Don't bring no beta shit in here.
If beta bullshit up in here, we will cut you smooth the fuck off.
We ain't doing none of that.
At all. All right. Go ahead. First topic, man. Let's go down. We're not even finna you wanna start with Chico?
Man, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
Let's bring it on.
Chico Bean. Anybody know who Chico Bean is? They know. Shout out to Chico Bean from Chicago. Chico Bean had a thing. He had to put a girl in his place, and we had somebody that wanted us to get our take on it. Now we've already seen this, but we're gonna play it again for everybody else that hasn't seen it. We're gonna play it for everybody that hasn't seen it, just to see if they want to have input. No beta male energy bullshit in here, please. This is what happened when the ladies told Chico Bean how they feel about poor pussy management.
Right. And he good and he's straight and he got his shit together and stuff. But I'm over here trying to figure out every day what the fuck I got going on, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. Right. And this nigga fucking, he can call me every day to fuck on me, but he know what I got going on, but he ain't trying to help at all. Right. That's poor pussy management. Why you fucking on that nigga? So it sounds like you have great pussy management, but horrible mental management. Because why the fuck can't you figure out what to do with your life? Like, we're adults. Why the fuck do I got to figure out what you want? I got to help you get to a better position in life because I want to bust a nut? That's a hell of a responsibility. That's all I'm saying. You keep throwing them in the pussy management is over. What about the mental management? You constantly fucked on. I can't figure my man and you just want to just keep fucking and I can't figure out what my bills and I just don't know what's going on and I just, oh my God, and I'm in my boutique, ain't taking off, and nobody's subscribing to my OnlyFans and you just gonna keep calling over here trying to fuck without helping me?
Hey man, I can't make this shit up. This is an actual topic. In today's he put the hand over head emoji. Poor pussy management. The world is telling these women for I don't know how long that they shit is valuable enough to where if you got mileage on it, you supposed to be acting like your shit golden. Ain't no more virgins like that no more. Hell, they losing virginity younger and younger. Hey,
It's look, yeah.
poor pussy management because okay, it's your pussy, and you telling that the man has poor pussy management because he's calling you to fuck. That's what your pussy is made for, to be inserted. The fuck is you talking about? Because,
Like,
because you want to get to a better position in life, but you want me to help you get to a better position in life because I want to bust a nut. That's a hell of a responsibility.
it is a hell of a responsibility.
Hey,
And
man.
we always told like we got to do this or we got to do that. Like, what? Since when did pussy mean profit?
At all, it's a
Like,
liability.
oh,
The kittens come with it.
so I'm gonna help you understand some shit. In the natural laws of things, pussy means protection. Pussy does not mean profit. Okay, pussy does not mean I owe you a profit.
Unless
It's
you're paying.
in the moment of fucking you, you're protected. After you leave from that moment, well, what's your business? Because all in all, at the end of the day, sex is the equivalent exchange. Y'all brag about being independent. Y'all think we are equals. Y'all are functioning adults. So if we are equal, if I ain't giving you shit, well, if you ain't giving me shit, I don't owe you shit. Okay? We just fucking. You are not my kid. I don't have to you can't get mad at a man for having this shit together. Like she said, you got your shit together, but I'm over here trying to figure this out. Well, it was a point in time where that man had to figure it out. Right?
Did you go and have? Because I guarantee you, while that man was figuring it out, it was certain bitches that thought that he wasn't shit. Y'all treated that man totally different when he didn't have his shit together.
See?
Man, we're gonna break it up. We ain't gonna hold it. We ain't even gonna hold it. Who the first person want to get in on this conversation? We're gonna get in. Everybody get a chance. We're gonna let them get on for about a minute. Anybody want to join in? Let us know. And gonna handle that. Anybody want an example of poor pussy management? Or who thinks that poor pussy management is on the male that has his shit together?
You know what? I want one of the ladies to jump in the conversation
Oh,
today. Ladies, feel free.
feel free. Any ladies that want to come in and speak on poor pussy management and what they think poor pussy management is compared to the example that we just played about the lady saying because she didn't have her shit together.
He said, I'm here for the entertainment. We are welcoming anybody who's want to join in the healthy discussion of
Poor pussy management.
Poor pussy management versus good pussy management.
I'm trying to figure out the subject.
Pussy management is like, damn, it just has some hygiene and don't be out here on some niggas that got STDs and shit.
Half these bitches need to douche. I said it. Shit, y'all fucking so many niggas. Y'all niggas out here. Poor pussy man. You can fuck on me and call me every day to fuck on me. That's what you're there for. The fuck. What you mean? You're not with them. Y'all not in a relationship. And even if you're in a relationship, you're gonna fuck. So
Yeah.
all these women out here is fucking so good that they need to be getting all these Benzes and houses and all that. Pussy ain't worth that much. You're doing that because you care about them. Hey, Jesse World.
And then the other thing, a lot of y'all like, okay, men have gotten smarter. Men have gotten smarter. Because men now are saying, look, I'd rather fuck before I take you out on a date. Why? Because women have something now called, y'all know, some of y'all heard this before, foodie calls. Foodie calls is basically a dude that a woman knows she can hit up for free food, right? Because she know at the end of the day, out of cliche, a nigga's going to pay for her food when they go out. But if it's this nigga not paying for the food when y'all go out, she fucking. It's a nigga she fucking ain't got to do nothing. That's the truth. Anybody, hold up, what we got in here? It's I've been the nigga that doesn't have to do nothing. I'm just fucking, right? Them other niggas can go do the simp shit. That nigga could be the nigga that pay her bills. That nigga take care of the dinners.
In fact, that could be the nigga she stay with. Ooh.
That'll be, hey, I'm telling you.
Take her ass.
See y'all out here.
Hey man. Hey, bring Gator P in real quick. We need to see what he talking about Poor Pussy Man.
Man, who trying to get in? Who trying to get in on this? I'm really interested to know who, and let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes. Let's get these likes up. The more that y'all hit the likes, the better that this live is going to turn out. So I'm gonna need y'all to get real active on this like button. Let's get these likes up.
Hey man.
Hold up. Let's get the music playing.
Where they go?
Likes up.
Hey, we
having a brief intermission while y'all get these likes up. Because we need more. Look, homie, you in here, do us a favor, go ahead and get these likes up, folks. Let's get these likes in. Let's get these likes up. We need these likes pouring in. So we're going to get more engagement, and then we're going to have more people available for the discussion, because then Instagram going to be like, oh, people liking it, we should let more people join in. So that's why we ask. Matter of fact, we're going to start doing this. Yeah, look, I ain't had no damn. We gonna start doing this like a regular show. We done gave y'all all the free shows. We gonna start this like a regular show. Yeah.
Let me start.
Let's get these likes up. Get these likes up. Let's get these likes in. Let's get these likes rolling in, folks. And y'all get to the more likes we get in, appreciate you. The more likes we get in, the more we can get to contribute to this discussion. And hey, the bigger this gets, folks, y'all gonna have even better entertainment, because then we gonna start having shit set up where we like basically on the talk show.
Oh, we finna set it up bad. I'm wait till the new episode drop from after Couch Talk. But look, man, Poor Pussy Management, girls feel like they can have anything they want. So Poor Pussy Management leads into the next topic of the rent money. So the rent money, what do you call it? The rent money meme. What the meme said?
Get these likes up, y'all.
The meme said what? It said, girls nowadays want men to say, hey, what's up? Here's the rent money.
Yeah.
And girls replied, yes. That's right. What's the problem?
Yeah, they didn't see the problem. You know what? We gonna start being like, hey, you know what? So how about you pay our rent money for this guy? We want rent money. We want your phone bill money. We need everything.
Oh, pay for everything while I pay $2K on your account, and don't complain about it.
Because you want to be equal rights.
It's funny. Everybody want to be equal till they get hit in the mouth.
See, in this discussion I was having earlier with a woman about, women have been empowered to be the way they are because they don't have consequences. And if they're given any consequences, then men are at fault. Am I right? Because if somebody could knock the shit out of you, if a man can knock the shit out of you for what you're saying, which if I'm disrespecting a man, he has the right to do so. So the crazy part is men don't disrespect each other, but women will disrespect men because they know they're not getting consequences.
Yeah, there's no consequential actions for the bullshit. Just like you ever see a woman talk to a man, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga, you cake ass nigga, faggot out. You know, they say all these names and then a response for it. And then you got other women that'll say something to another female and they go down. Another man would never talk to another man the same way most women talk, not to no alpha. Now we ain't talking about these betas out here. The betas, they be out here mad that they baby mama talking to other dudes and all that stuff. We ain't worried about that. But you're not gonna sit here and disrespect a man and think that it's just gonna go that way because you fail to realize that man got sisters, moms, aunties, and homegirls that's gonna ride and knock your motherfucking head off because you being disrespectful. But yeah, don't let them disrespect her. Oh, she wanna go call her all Uncle Junebug, Toot Toot, and all them. So we need to figure out.
Even if, and the crazy part is, they'll call them, even if they're not a victim of anything, they'll lie.
Mad at you.
They'll lie.
Just because they mad at you, for sure.
It's just, see? And this is where it goes off the rails. It's too much shit that women get away with for them to complain about the few privileges that men have left.
Because we don't get nothing in a divorce.
We don't do shit. Y'all getting the club free. We gotta to be able to pay to go to the club. Y'all get to sit in the sections for free.
We gotta pay.
We gotta buy the section
For y'all to sit in.
and for y'all to sit in free. Y'all want to go on dinners?
Protection.
Pay for the dinners. We move in the house. I gotta pay all the bills. I can't get a donation of pussy every now and then. And don't say, oh nah, because you got hoes and then no. Because only 10 to 27, not 10 to 27, 10 to 20% of men are having sex with majority women.
That's why all these women take more.
Appreciate the likes, keep them coming. That's on a consistent basis that men are even getting sex. They have to be the top 10 to 20% of men. So you accusing us of having sex all the time. A lot of these niggas, what's up, Ken? A lot of these niggas are only really having sex in these opportunities that they can because they only get few occasions. It's not a regular thing. It's not, he got this bitch and that bitch. You, woman, you have options. The difference between our options and your options is that your options are trash. We usually have decent options.
Yeah.
And we usually have somebody trying to keep us long term. And you usually are mad about somebody trying to keep you short term. So what you is the short term enjoyment of coochie that you're gonna want to bring to the table. You're gonna want to use that to try and get to relationships because men have access to relationships. They control relationships. That's just how the game goes. But that doesn't keep things consistent. That doesn't decide if things are going to be long term. You still got to work on yourself as a person, just like we got to work on ourselves as people. We got to be able to generate revenue. We have to function in this world. So we talking equal.
They want
Let's just roles how we play it. At one point, we were working it out. We got Raisha in here. Troublemaker. Troublemaker. Let's see you in here. So these just hey, these last few words, understand they're just opinion. What it is the fact that at one point we were able to work this out because it was a certain formula that was working, and the reason why it worked is that men and women had a certain gratitude for each other. Is this only in the black community? I'm speaking mainly about the black community, but it's pretty much across the board. But with other cultures, you won't see a lot of this shit. The only reason that it spans across the board mainly is because this is more of a westernized way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as in the black community, yeah, it was the point that we used to appreciate each other more. Hell, people used to evaluate. People used to value human life more because we didn't see people, thousands and millions of people at the click of a button. It was when you saw a person, that was when you saw them.
Yep.
And guess what? As black people, when we saw that person, we didn't know if that was going to be the last person. You know, and we didn't know if that was going to be the last time we saw that person because we like, man, they might get hit up by Billy Bob tomorrow.
You got to move fast.
You got to move fast. You got to stay connected. You got to stay safe.
It went from call you when I get home to shit, text me when I get home to FaceTime when I get home to we get on Instagram. It went from MySpace to Facebook to Instagram.
And guess what? People stopped communicating as much. You know why? Because they could just watch your story.
The speech of kids have went up. I think it was the speech. They said the speech impediment went up like 30% since social media came out because parents aren't parenting. They're actually giving them the phone and then going to do whatever they do to keep the child quiet. There's no human interaction. We talking about poor pussy management.
A love story.
He said, Southside. So we're talking about poor pussy management, and we're talking about women that think that when they meet a man, there's a meme going around that they say women want to say, "Hey, how you doing?" And here's my rent money. I mean, here's your rent money. And the girls were like, "What they said? What was some of the comments you said they said here?"
Oh, women were like, "I don't see what's wrong with that." Like,
yeah, but
okay, like a fair deal. You know what I'm saying? They were encouraging it. Sim culture.
Sim culture. They're like, I don't understand what's wrong with that. If you don't see what, it's not that you don't see what's wrong with it. It's because it's not happening to you. Because if you would have put the meme up and said, niggas want to say, hey girl, what's up? You got that rent money? Oh, it'd have been a hell of a cancel culture. It'd have been all that kind of bullshit. Now all of a sudden there ain't no cancel culture because y'all think that sim culture done took over. But guess what? Men taking that shit back. We're not gonna be doing that. We're not gonna give up our hard-earned money for no regular asshole. You got me fucked up. It go to my kids in my household, my legacy. Fuck you. And most of you, and that's another thing, most of you bitches need to understand y'all a tax write-off. Y'all is not special. You find the right type of nigga, he gonna write you off on his taxes. That's why you only see him once a year. You can't write y'all all the time. You're miscellaneous. You can't pop up too much. Yeah, shit. Let's be real. Let's talk about this dude that decided, you know what? Let's go there. No, fuck that. We're going there.
We're going there.
We're going there. Let me pull this video up. Look, you know how I'm gonna do it. Let's pull it up. Let's do it. What that boy Walking Fly said, oh, let's do it. Yeah. All right. Alleged boyfriend finds his girlfriend with another man and ends in a high-speed chase.
Let me go ahead and see that.
Really?
Here and they all just took off. I don't think so.
You chased a man down. You chased a man down because he was. You risked your whole life right before your eyes for a bitch that don't give a fuck about you. She was with the nigga in the car. You ran the car down, hit the car twisted. You ain't worried about your safety, getting back to your kids if you got some, your mama. You let your emotions take over because you see your girl with another man. I've been in that position. I had a girl tell me she was with her daddy at her daddy house, and when me and my niggas hit the movie theater, she was with the nigga that we already knew she was, you know.
Yeah.
So I said, "What's up? What's happening? What's up, bro? What's going down? We kept it moving."
Mhm.
And it bothered her to this day that I didn't get out of character because, bitch, I already knew the game. If you didn't think I knew who you was with, you stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So if you choose to fuck me over, I'm not finna wreck your car. For what? I'm gonna wreck your car and throw you off the road, and then the nigga get out and chase him.
Fellas, let's get these likes up.
Cause the nigga get out and chase the motherfucker, bro.
He chased the man.
Bro, this is
The
you chasing the nigga that's fucking your girl. That's your fault, nigga.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm chasing. If your girl chose to fuck another dick, let her fuck another dick. You can't change that girl want that dick.
No.
Let her go on by her way, and from the street she came, and to the street she shall return. You're asking the world to get a perfect stranger. They were asking the world to get a perfect stranger and become like this.
Thank you for the
You went, bro. First of all, you purposely crashed that car. Cameras are everywhere. So you got reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. You chased them down, so you're probably gonna get attempted murder and assault.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's probably gonna add up some other shit you probably did to her. And now D-Real, the real one. Hey, what's that name? Chris.
Well, and all of that just came in being J Murph.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, why would you chase a man down that had your girl in the car?
Mm-hmm.
And she was invited, or he was invited. She was invited. He wasn't raping her. You saw him going down the road. You got your beta male ass perspective and chased him down. And then you got out the car and then chased him. Boy, I can't.
He just totaled 2 cars.
2 cars. And then ruined somebody's yard at that. That man didn't do nothing to you.
Exactly.
So you just regard all things. I can't make this shit up. It's ridiculous.
Cars, and then you're still losing because she ain't going back.
Oh, you going to jail? I can tell you a go-go.
You ain't going.
You
endangerment, attempted murder. Like
you
can.
That's a jail cell bar right there. You gonna assault with a deadly weapon, causing with bodily injury. You or not. You gotta see that. Once that video go viral, he get picked up, which he did. He gone. Yeah, I got it. I got it. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Booty boy situation.
Bring it to a real one. Let's see what poor pussy management. Let's go back to the topic. Let's see what the real one up, and let's see what she thinks of her take of poor pussy management.
Bring her in.
Mm-hmm. Bring her in. Be the woman.
Man, you can request to join live if you would like to join in on the discussion for the day.
If not, whoever wants to join in to give their take on poor pussy management, beta male's perspective, and why would you chase a woman down in a car that you were not invited in? He ain't raping that girl. He ain't forcing with no gun. She wanted to suck that dick. Hey, you can't get mad at her because she like cucumber.
Hey, look. Keep telling niggas. I keep telling women. Stop getting mad, trying to control people. Stop thinking that not being in a relationship is going to help you out. Stop thinking that not having sex is a form of healing. I just actually saw the recent episode of,
Yeah, Godfather.
where it showed this lady who looked very socially awkward. She's 31 years old and hadn't had sex in like 9 years. So you were 22. 22 years old the last time you had sex.
What did she have on when she came on the live?
It wasn't like she was in there sexy. She was in there looking pretty raw. Like
so you telling me She came in with that bonnet on her head. That's what you telling me?
She just can't. She ain't had no bonnet on. She had her hair tied back.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And she was saying
She said, I just came trying to
she
follow.
she was celibate. She was trying to wait till marriage.
What,
And
did she have children?
huh?
Did she already have children?
This is the kicker. She was already she had already had sex before, but she was waiting until marriage. And she didn't want to be in a relationship that involved sex. But what y'all gotta understand
Huh?
about men is that men are physical. We are physical in damn near everything we do.
We
We
so
we work out, we play football, physical. Basketball, physical. When a woman's physical touch is kind of like how we understand um as far as a woman's actions, physical, show us how she really feels. Other than that, we don't really
I'm
understand it.
that they're gonna wait till they married and then all of a
But
sudden have all that.
you trying to have sex, you trying to wait till marriage to have sex, and you 31.
And but she already had sex.
But my thing is, you're 31. No man in his right mind is going to wait for somebody that's already had sex before. Kid or no kid, I don't care. We're not hearing that shit.
No.
It's no point. We're too old for that.
Yeah, grown. I ain't got time for that. Bust a
That
nut.
worked when you was like 17, 18, but we're too old for that.
And neither, because if you didn't do it, they gonna fuck your homegirls. So I got it. I got it. It ain't gonna
So
work. It ain't gonna work.
that's
I
what
would know. I was a virgin till I was 19 years old. I would know. And every girl that tried to talk to me, and I tried that whole I'ma wait till they would have fucked my homies.
it was. Yeah, they was.
A couple
Hey,
of them pregnant.
the crazy part is the women were going harder than the niggas was early,
Oh, what?
and
Girl,
that's
what?
they. I ain't wasn't that. No, no, no,
That fish eye?
no. It's crazy. It's funny how like when we talking about when did you lose your virginity? And usually their answer is that they had sex before I did.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know for a fact that girl, like I had a girl in school tell everybody I had got her pregnant. I had rumors about me in school that girls was fucking with me and I didn't have nothing to do. Everybody knew I was a virgin. And she's like, well, you already know everybody know you're a virgin. Don't believe that. Bitch, you put it out. Because wouldn't nobody know, you know what I'm saying, nothing to say that you was talking to me or something like that if you didn't put it out. So girls would use that as territorial to throw around to make it seem like I was messing with this one, I was messing with this. I was a virgin the whole time. That's why I never had kids during high school. I was smart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, poor pussy management, the man has nothing to do with your management of your pussy. That is your shit. How y'all have a Me Too movement, but then making the man say that you have a poor pussy management? That's on you. It's your pussy. I can only have bad dick management because it's my dick.
Yeah. See,
She said, the real, yeah, we just basically, you see the title, girl. Yeah.
we didn't. We held accountable for our actions.
Oh,
We're,
yeah.
we're held accountable for bad dick management, even
Mm-hmm.
if it's not bad dick management. Hell, we if it's found out that we didn't have sex one time, the damn near whole population of women shame you.
But what? I had a girl tell me she was mad that I had sex with somebody else before I met her. But she had already had sex with 5 people. What sense that make? And you met her before.
You can't make this shit up.
And you met her before.
You can't make this shit.
She was mad over the fact that I had a past with somebody that I no longer have contact with because she wanted to be the first one. Bitch, I didn't know you. I don't. Am I complaining that you had 7 dicks before me? And you only, you got to multiply by 3.
See how many?
Men don't give a fuck about what you did prior to us because there ain't no control over that.
There
Now,
ain't no control. We in that reality.
what we care about is if you fuck with us, left us to go fuck with a lame and got pregnant and then try to bring you and the baby's bullshit back to us. That's when we give a fuck because you knew me prior to choosing this nigga. So if you chose wrong, stay over there. You cross that line, stay there, baby. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, not if you knew me. Now, if we didn't know each other, that's different. But if you knew me prior, you're not going to go choose somebody else and then come back to me like I'm a simp. Simp culture made this. One girl hit me. Bro, one girl stopped talking to me, say she wasn't talking to nobody, got pregnant, and hit me on my birthday telling me I'm pregnant. What the fuck that got to do with me?
Exactly.
With me, baby. She's like,
Yes.
down where? Who you moving with? You ain't moving up in my house with that DNA. No, ma'am. It ain't my DNA. That baby do not look like me. It's not coming in this house. Talking to nobody. How you get pregnant? You're not the Virgin Mary. How you get pregnant if you're not talking to nobody?
Yeah, we gotta stop acting like these babies be popping up out of nowhere and nobody was doing
Like,
shit.
It
was an accident.
So he accidentally woke up and was in your pussy.
Just woke up pregnant.
Bro, so I ain't got the patience for that shit, bro. And women gotta stop acting like they don't have to prepare to be a woman to a man. Like, stop acting like you just gonna wake up and be ready for marriage or ready to settle down. It don't work like that. You gotta practice how you play, baby. You gotta practice how you play. You can't just go up in here and think that you finna go up in this motherfucker and say one day, oh, I'm gonna be ready. I ain't ready right now. I'm 32. So you've been 32 years prior. For 32 years, you've been an independent, masculine woman. You're not gonna know how to turn that shit off and turn that shit down just with the masculine. It don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so girl, she's like, yes, I can. I said, okay, I want you to go in the gym. I got $1,000. If you make 107 threes in a row like Steph Curry did in his practice, I'll give you $1,000. Boy, she didn't make it past the first 5 balls. She didn't make it past the first 5 balls. So I already knew you weren't gonna make 107 straight. You missed 3, 4. She missed all of them. But she was like, oh, I don't play basketball like that. Exactly. You don't practice. You don't know anything about the game. So how you just gonna jump your ass into being married? You can't just go out here and be a thot and think you finna just be single. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
I see we getting them lights up. Y'all go ahead and get them lights up.
Cashy, hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, so
let's go ahead and get these lights up. Let's go ahead.
You not finna. You can't do that. You can't sit there like a man can't do that. A man can't go like Jay-Z said it. He said before he met Beyonce, he was like, oh, I met my dad now. I know how to be a father. He said, that ain't how it works. That's why the 444 album came out. He said, I had to realize, like, oh, I don't know how to treat a woman. He had to realize that. You have to be with somebody. You can't just I can't be 40 years old, single, and jump into a relationship and think that's just gonna work. No, because I ain't practice how I play. I ain't never shot the ball. I don't know how I go on that side of the court. I don't know if it's brick swish or what.
And this we gotta understand. We gotta have patience, a certain patience with each other, right?
Yeah.
Which means this is why it's great for a woman to be cooperative and submissive. Understand that if you got a man who's a leader, a man who's understanding, we gonna work with you and figuring this shit out, because we don't know how to deal with each other yet, right?
Yeah.
We don't know how to deal with each other yet.
Yeah.
So get some kind of cooperation out of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta understand how to not only deal with a woman, but how to deal with you as a woman, because every woman in their own way is particular. In a lot of ways, women do shit the same. So it's just when it's learned behavior. When it's learned behavior, it's done the same. If you're influenced by social media, you're gonna do a lot of shit the same. If you're raised in a single parent home under a mama, you're gonna do a lot of shit the same. That's why I can say right now, a single parent home of a single mother will raise a more feminine man and a more masculine woman. And a mass crowd will agree.
Yep.
Because it's a pattern. It's a fact. It's something that's happening. It's not some shit we making up. So when y'all hear us have these conversations.
Oh, Nicole said, or when women say, I'm not going to give him wife benefits until he put a ring on it. Ma'am, a ring is not a wand. Leviosa. You think you a Harry Potter? Fuck you doing?
Nicole, I want to point out, y'all, Nicole is one of the greatest guests we have out here. In my lives, I'm always happy when Nicole rolls in. Cause
Nicole-
she ain't coming in with bullshit. We don't, and then what y'all got to understand is, yes, like we had these conversations about the women, but we don't give men a pass.
Oh, no.
We on beta males most of the show.
Bro, Beta Male Central. We up in that. We going up in Beta Male Central. We shoot slugs the whole way. We getting everybody up out of there.
I'm going your shit.
You got to go. You got
I'm
to get
going up. Yeah, I'm going up in your beta male bitch ass. The cigar tiger uppercut. That's why I'm in. We fixing all this beta male shit. We basically, and then guess what? I'm still doing a job that a black woman didn't do.
Yep.
Because I got to teach a man how to be a man. You want to go live? Join on in. Send a in. We open the guest today.
Yeah. Come on, Nicole.
Look, we'll have real time conversation, and we'll let you speak your.
Like you coming in anyway. Not these damn beta males. Don't beta males better not try to join this live. You will get cut the fuck off. You ain't got time for that.
We ain't with you.
Like that dude that say, I can be feminine and be protected. No, the fuck you can't. No, the fuck you can't. Don't make me pull up that comment. Because I got a screenshot. No, you try. Hey.
Hey. Y'all forget me. I'm like, it's already nighttime.
And glistening though. You see it?
What?
Skin glistening though. Y'all see it?
What's the hand thing?
The skin glistening is glowing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, let's say melatonin.
She's getting plenty of vitamin D out her day.
Y'all are so crazy. Okay, so I came in at the end of. I guess I don't know how far along in the line.
We have to.
So what's the topic to poor pussy management?
Oh, yeah, glad you. Yeah.
Okay.
So we watched the link where Chico Bean went in on the girls that said, I feel like dudes, if he fucking on me, and he just let me, and he know I ain't got my stuff together, he got his shit together, why he just calling me to fuck and he ain't doing nothing for me? Did you see that clip?
I didn't see that.
You want to see it so you can assess it? It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I would love to. What, can I just pull it up on YouTube or something, or
right now, man?
And he good and he straight and he got his shit together and stuff. But I'm over here trying to figure out every day what the fuck I got going on, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. And this nigga fucking, he can call me every day to fuck on me, but he know what I got going on, but he ain't trying to help at all. That's poor pussy management. Why you fucking on that nigga?
So it sounds like you have great pussy management, but horrible mental management. Because why the fuck can't you figure out what you want to do with your life? Like, we adults, why the fuck do I got to figure out what you want? I got to help you get to a better position in life because I want to bust a nut? That's responsible. You keep throwing them in the pussy management and following. What about the mental management? You constantly fucked up. I can't figure my man and and you just want to just keep fucking and I can't figure out what my bills and I just don't know what's going on and oh my God, and I'm at my boutique ain't taking off and nobody's subscribing to my OnlyFans and you just gonna keep calling over here trying to fuck without helping me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I heard that the last part that stood out to me where he said, so just because I call you to F on you, I'm supposed to also help you like uplift your life and everything like that, all that stuff. So I mean, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's getting deep.
They're like that though.
But what I mean, what point was she trying to make, and what point was he? I'm trying to understand. Like, what are we?
She's saying if a dude is fucking her,
mm-hmm.
he has his shit together. Why he not helping her out with her business and her money and her bills? And Chico is saying she's saying that that's poor pussy management if you're fucking me and not helping me with my bills. And Chico Bean is saying, how's that poor pussy management? It sounds like you got great pussy management because you're getting dick, and you have horrible mental management because how the fuck do you not know what you want to do with your life? That ain't got nothing to do with dick. They got nothing to do with, you don't know what you want to do with your life prior to you getting dick. So why does it feel like when a man has something to offer, he has to give you dick? And so that's why he said, you want me to get you to a better position? Hold on, let me do it. Should I? You want me to get you to a better position in life because I want to bust a nut? That's a hell of a responsibility.
It's like, okay, like, because she's not clearly saying what she wanted to say. She really wanted to say, like, oh no, you're not investing in my business or this and that, or you know what I'm saying? Just because you fucking on me. And we, men get confused as to like, damn, we fucking, now I gotta just pay for everything. Because in a lot of cases, it's said like this. They want wife privileges, but don't want to do husband shit. And I'm just like, wait, no. A lot of times they don't think about what the wife privilege is versus the husband privilege. A husband provides. That's what a husband does. It does not say that has to be done for a girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm talking about husband. A husband provides for the woman and whoever his family is, right? By law, he would have to anyway. They're gonna make him pay for it even when he divorces. For a woman, the womb is a white privilege. The womb. And that shit's just being given up on the regular. Not sex. Sex is the equivalent exchange. You have a good time, I have a good time, damn. But as soon as women realized that they could profit from it, it became a thing, right? Originally, prostitution was frowned upon. Now it's something to be praised
and bragged about.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, now you got OnlyFans.
Subway hiring once OnlyFans changes their content.
Wait, say that again?
Subway will be hiring.
That part. Okay, cool. So now that you filled me in on that and kind of, gave me your perspective behind that, here's what I'm gonna start off with the topic of tonight's live. I personally feel like poor P management is giving, well, one, in just my personal opinion, is having a child out of wedlock and having a child by a dude that you knew was not going to settle down with you and have a relationship with you. For me personally, I feel like the highest honor that a woman can give a man is her womb. Birthing his seed, birthing the heir to his whatever throne or whatever it is that he's building or y'all are building together. So I feel like as women, we need to start there. If we're going to talk about poor P management, it starts with us. And I don't think it's on a man who we decide to have an even physical exchange with and then assume, number one, you shouldn't assume that a man is obligated to do certain things with you just because you agree to lay down with him. If y'all haven't had an open conversation about where this is going, don't assume that he owes you anything beyond that. So I totally get it. But I guess maybe I've already had my coming to Jesus moment. But as we know, women are really struggling with accountability. We just know this. Like modern day women are struggling with accountability. And I know they don't want to hear that. I was on a podcast 2 weeks ago talking about that. The lack of accountability amongst women, but particularly Black women. We've been told we're queens. We can do whatever we want. And we don't have to blah, 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 blah. And then I talked about how, you're right. When relationships end, people automatically assume and say, what did that nigga do? And it's like, maybe he didn't do anything. Maybe it was the woman who contributed to the demise of that relationship.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, ma'am. It's a perfect point that you said. That is a perfect segue for what you know is about to happen because I got everything. I got an illustration for anything that comes across. I want
said it, flip it, put it on World Star. She said it, not me.
Daddy has not yet to meet your daughter. Tell your baby daddy make a TikTok. We want to know how insufferable you are and why he left. Yeah, that's a beautiful girl, but the fact her mama on here dragging the man she decided to have that beautiful girl with speaks volumes. This deadbeat dad shit played out. The new narrative, we don't believe none y'all say till we hear the father's side. Sitting up here trying to convince the world that he ain't shit when you open your legs to him, had a baby by him, when you could have practiced multiple forms of birth control at the same time. Everybody on earth is a reflection of the people they keep company with. So if he ain't shit, you ain't shit neither.
Come on, somebody.
Look, I agree. That's what I said, and that starts there. That's the real poor pussy management. It really is. And it goes back to the saying, as women, we hold the what is it? We're the gatekeepers to sex, and men are the gatekeepers to commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So it starts with us, and it makes no sense to me why a woman, one, would have a child by a man that she knows good and well she shouldn't have had a child with. He didn't marry her. They did not have any clear conversations that they would be together. Then you decide to have two babies by the same dude, and then have the nerve to say men aren't ish. You really have to look at yourself in the mirror.
Shows ain't shit, because Russell Wilson out here living his best life with a good, huh?
First of all, let me just say this. I do love Sierra and Russell Wilson together. That's great. But people using them as an example is a fantasy.
No. Dude, I'm saying when they say, listen, when they say men ain't shit, Russell Wilson took a kid in that wasn't his and took threats. So, no, he's not the only one to do that. We got broke men out here doing that now. I got a dude right now that has 3 children that are not his.
Oh, okay.
Takes care of everybody I know. Growing up back in the day, like he said, you met the other side of the family when the father died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was down the street from each other. There's the 2 girls down the street to each other. When we got older, I found out they was brothers and sisters living on the same street. Everybody used to keep their mouth shut back then. That's the difference. When the started having a show, now how the hell you got a show about side chicks?
This is, man.
No, but what I'm saying is, so it's not that the men ain't shit. The men that you're picking aren't shit.
Right.
2 million women than men, biologically engineered. That's just how it goes. So if you can't seem to weed out the ones, because y'all want the dope boy, y'all want the motherfucker that got plenty bitches in the section, y'all want the motherfucker that's hitting you upside your eye. What you going back for? A rematch? I don't understand it. So I don't
a rematch.
You going there today, bro? Like, steam about your motherfucking self. You're absolutely right, bro. Self-esteem is called self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can control my esteem but me.
Right.
But these men are not shit. Yeah, we got a bunch of men misguided, but you know what? The men that they say ain't shit is the one that these women raise.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did a poll, and and the men that had the children by themselves, they are out here and being successful because a man holds you accountable to go out there and figure out how to fish. Women, what they do, they bathe. And let me put it like this. There's no reason, if there's a father in the house, that a child should ever put on his mama's heels and walk around as a child.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you have a single mother in the house, because all they see is a mom dressing up. So they're trying to be like who? Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy's putting lipstick on. Mm-hmm. What the hell you think a child gonna do? All he sees is mom putting makeup. He's watching. He's gonna do the same thing. 92% of the time, the women get the children. It don't matter if they're stable or not. The judge don't ask that. I've been a part of some of these cases, and the judge don't ask you that. They say, can the baby go to sleep and wake up seeing the mother? That's all they care about. They don't care what she do unless they catch her. They don't care about what kind of dude she run through. She can have another crackhead baby daddy. One of the ladies had a crackhead baby daddy and a crackhead sister and living in the house, and the judge still children go with him.
It gets deeper. It gets deeper. Watch this. So when a man is being raised by a woman, guess what? He's more likely to become a simp, right? Now this is the court deciding this. When a man is raised by a woman, he's more likely to become a simp. So he's more submissive to the idea that he would have to serve a woman before being with her. So guess what? You're going on dates. You're gonna buy this for her, you're gonna buy that for her. And what's that's gonna do? That's gonna pour back into the economy. When you go buy food, that money goes into the restaurant, goes back into the economy. When you go buy her a wedding ring, engagement ring, whatever you're gonna buy her, jewelry, Valentine, all that shit goes back into the economy. Simps serve the economy. That's what the Black community is doing. We serve the economy well.
Simps provide the engagement period. There used to be no engagements. Rings didn't get invented until 1931.
I didn't know that.
Think about it.
But the thing is this: the dude that came up with the total to buy rings said he took a wild guess and said, "I'll just say it's 2 months of a salary."
Wait, I gotta stop it. Barbara, I just lost you. How the hell?
In 1931 was when the rings were invented. But see, the thing is this: most women don't know these things. Why? Because we're told to do things, and we're not. See, this is why I tell somebody the other day. He's like, he had an argument. A beta male had an argument. I don't know why, but he's like, I can be feminine and a protector. No, sir, you cannot. I can be a nurturer and a protector. I said, can you provide breast milk when the baby is born? Then you can be a nurturer, sir. You can try to imitate it all you want. This man up here can crump. If you don't know foundation, you can try all you want and you will look like a fool. You're going to look like you just flailing your arms around because you don't know anything. I'm trying not to figure out what angle you're coming from. What angle you talking about we coming from, Barbara? Which one, ma'am? Bring on to this.
All right. Yeah, Barbara, you can come on if you want to.
On.
I want you to what I said because, and I don't mean to interrupt, bro. I want you to understand what I said because at a point in time, marriage was not a part of the government. Of course, we live in such a time, but when the government was able to profit off of such thing, they were going to create a system where it would continuously benefit the system. So you thinking this shit is just about romance and all that shit? No. It worked out in our favor as far as building these relationships and benefiting for a legacy. But in that shit goes back into the economy because the voices is happening out here.
Hello, do I need to have my camera on? Because I'm at, huh?
You're aware?
Oh, y'all just want to see me. Hold on, let me get up.
You hear that? You see it?
you know, I'm be so transparent. I'm in bed. I ain't got my wig on, so I got. Yes, I am. I'm in bed. I'm laying.
Look, I'm in bed too, girl.
Fair enough.
You know,
we all.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm very cute without it. But I'm just saying, like, hold on.
Fair enough.
Okay. But I honestly was listening to y'all and I enjoyed the conversation, but I just wanted to understand because I hear y'all talking in that, I guess y'all talking in that way, and it just made me think like, okay, what do y'all believe? What are y'all beliefs and stuff like that? That's just what I wanted to know.
We're not talking about beliefs. We're talking about facts and statistical data, man. Yeah,
but when people start talking about, like, you know, the Constitution is spending money and all this stuff, it's like.
If you have to pay to go get a marriage license, you have to pay.
Yeah, you do have to pay to get a marriage license, but at the same time, we have to pay to get a car.
Yeah, because you have to pay for it. So you have to pay.
Yeah, because it was invented later. Relationships been here.
Yeah, relationship benefiting off relationship. We're talking about relationship status. A car is for you to get back and forth to work to create income. Or you can catch. But somebody.
Don't you feel like in some type of way that even though, okay, the poor management of the pussy power, what y'all talking about? Let me just make sure that the angle that I'm understanding it clearly before I start, spewing out my own what I feel.
I'm gonna stop right there, ma'am, because you were confused on the structure of what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was saying because to me,
let's start there.
Okay.
Diddley said earlier.
What happened?
No, he's not talking about you. He's making a comment about how some other dude always calls somebody Big Shirley on his podcast when they get to acting up. But nah, he's not talking about nobody here. So you forgetting you got lost on the structure of what P. Harris was talking about, man?
I got lost on the structure. I got lost on the purpose of what y'all was saying, and so I just had to figure out, like, because that, it's sometimes with all this stuff that's going on with, Kevin Samuels and all that stuff, it's like it started sounding a little negative, I guess. So I was just because I agree with you when you were talking.
You said it started negative?
Yeah, because I feel like relationships today are different from how they used to be.
Yeah,
so
because most enrolled.
Because of what?
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. Why was it negative? Why was it negative?
No, I'm saying it sounded negative, but I realized that maybe I didn't fully understand because there's a lot of things now today that's different based off of whether it could have been the economy, like you said, putting into the economy and the way that the government, like just the way the United States is ran. Everything costs money, is everything, prices are inflating, jobs are not necessarily for a certain group of people. They're not getting the jobs like that other people are getting that are paying great salaries. So when you said what you said, I just wanted to understand because
What
I
is,
think
I mean, but
no, what
understood it is you perceived it as something negative initially. So what are you saying you see it as now?
no, I don't. I need to know.
my
I don't.
idea of I wanted to understand, do you guys believe in marriage? Because it sounds like you don't. It sounds like, because I've heard a lot of different principles. I've heard principles where people feel like you don't need to necessarily get married by going to the courthouse. You just be in a committed relationship, and if you were to pass away, you can make a will. So I'm just trying to understand, what are your beliefs, like what's your philosophy in life?
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
To the top of a 5-story building, and I told you that if you jump off the building, you have a 98% chance of dying. Are you jumping?
Logically, no.
And because of the 2% that you may survive, that means you're gonna be pretty fucked up, right?
Yeah.
That's how we look at marriage.
And why is that?
Because it's physical data that proves that.
But you know why I say that? Because I feel like as a woman
I'm not
that was
talking
born,
about
no, I'm
numbers.
saying born in the 80s, I feel like the way that men think now, it creates this, like, to me, I don't know, I just be finding men that just have this idea and they automatically just assume that everything's gonna go bad.
It
But
does.
it's
Because
It does.
in most cases for men in modern times it does,
It does.
right?
but then we got to think about, what are men doing? Like,
Women,
okay, like,
No. See, since we're gonna go there now,
if 92% of the time the woman gets out,
we're at about a 50% divorce rate.
50
okay,
over.
I'm
Divorce
gonna
rate.
say this: I'm
I-
divorced.
I'm
And
okay.
I have a son
Okay.
that is primarily with me. So even
Let
what
me
you were saying, I still was
talk,
receiving it.
ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
You got a divorce. Who initiated the divorce?
He did at first, and then he stopped, and then I did.
Exactly.
80%
So
of the time the
when
woman
80 to 90%, more closer to 90% of the divorces, they're the ones filing for divorce. So if we're talking that it's just men,
No, I'm not saying it's just men. What I'm saying is
you
that
talking what men are doing.
I divorced. I did, outside of everything, I did not take any alimony. I was married for 10 years. I opted out of that. And only thing I said was that all he needs to do is take care of his child. That's it. So, and
do what?
and truthfully speaking, he cheated on me. So that was
Why?
and multiple women.
Why?
And I think maybe because we were young. Personally, I feel like we got married in our 20s.
How old were you when you got married?
Uh, 20,
And how old was he?
20.
Underdeveloped brains.
Correct. And so
Not
that's what
alcoholic.
absolutely, I agree with you. And so to me, what I recognize is, I think, like, I hate to spread the message and say that, like, being the fact that I know men now and the character of a man, I know that men make mistakes. And so, and when I say make mistakes, I know that it's possible for something like that to happen. And I'm not going to necessarily say that that's a reason a person should divorce, because you do, like, some women actually have men that do love them.
Was that
And
the
they,
that the
huh?
cheated on you?
I'm gonna let Nicole get her input
What
on
was that?
Cheated on
it.
you?
Huh?
Was that the first time that he cheated on you?
I
Did he
would say,
before you got pregnant?
well, I got pregnant after marriage. So
Did
I got,
before getting married?
what do you mean, like when we were dating?
Yeah.
I think he does the same thing that every man do. They usually have a group of women that they're talking to, and eventually they narrow it down to one. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let
Teach me something then.
Um,
What I wanted to kind of put my thoughts in on the whole marriage thing a little bit because I understand kind of where you were coming from. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Barbara.
Barbara, in terms of it sounded like they were kind of speaking negatively about the whole marriage thing. And I can understand why men these days, they take their time, those who decide to get married. Even though we were talking about the stats on like the 50% divorce rates and stuff like that, where there's also data that supports that men who do get married actually have longer lifespans, and children who are born within two family households under marriage, they're less likely to be born into poverty, and they're more likely to succeed in life. So that we still got to talk about the positive aspects of marriage. I don't think we should just completely disregard marriage, especially in the Black community, where I think we really could benefit from it, because we've already had Black family units broken down for the longest.
And that's where I was coming from, because I agree with you.
The positive marriage that y'all are trying to speak on, they're talking about for the vast majority, not just Black people. So guess what? It's not going to work. How many men?
But what is it that women like? Okay, I hear you saying that it's not gonna work, but what could women do to create?
Stop being masculine.
Oh.
Stop being combative with everything that a man has to say. Knowing your place, knowing that having the excuse of I didn't have a dad is not an excuse, because me and him didn't have dads, but you don't hear nothing about us beating women up. So that excuse is out the window. After you get to
I'm trying to understand, because I really want to make sure that I'm following what you're saying.
Explaining it to you. Most women that put it like this: when you and your man got married at 20, did y'all fight and argue?
Yes.
That's not logical. To a person, so what that means is you dated your peer. Have you read the Malcolm X book or the movie?
No, I saw the movie.
Do you know the age that a man is supposed to get a woman at?
No.
Half his age plus 7. Because what good are you to a woman that you can't teach her anything? There's not been one person I've ever came across that I haven't taught anything to. He can.
So are you saying that like, okay,
you dated your peer, that's why you didn't have the respect for him.
So you feel like a man should be dating someone way older?
No, I know that.
But to me,
you're saying women should date a man that's older?
A man
they older. Women should usually date older or somebody who is knowledgeable.
A man should date half his years. So if the guy is 40, half his age is 20 plus 7 is 27. But y'all will call that nowadays sugar daddies. But he can teach her some shit. There's women out here to this day that are way older than me. He vouch for it. I have women that are 10 to 20 years older than me, and I teach them shit every day. Am I right?
Personally, I see what you're saying, but I feel like I'm Haitian, so in the I know.
Wait.
You gotta stop feeling.
What?
Okay, not feeling, but what I'm saying is from seeing different people that come from different countries, I think the maturity level is completely different from America. And I feel like when you date someone that is 27 and you're 40 here, all the women that I know that have done that, they all always tell me that they regret it because they feel like the person
masculine.
Okay. I'm gonna help you understand something about the term maturity, right? And I think it's very overused when it comes to communication in between people and understanding of different cultures. Okay, what happens in Eastern culture versus Western culture, you could talk about what age a person should be doing this or what they should not be doing at this age, but it doesn't really align as far as cultures go. Okay, so we have cultural differences. You can call it childish or whatever, but usually that's left up to preference, right? Childishness comes to the factor of somebody who is irresponsible, somebody who lacks accountability, and like if we really being honest, you talk about other cultures being childish. We have embraced lack of accountability and basically praised it for women. You know what they call that? Being toxic.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I understand what y'all saying. I feel like for me, I'm 35, and I feel like I'm able to, I don't know if the word, like what you said, I'm able to communicate with somebody, even if they're the same. Like now, after experience in life, I'm able to submit and actually learn from somebody, even if they're the same age as me, because I feel like
he's lived the same amount of life as you. Have you dated a dude that's 10 years older? You wouldn't say that.
I dated someone that was older, that was 49, and I feel like it, to me.
Now, we're not talking about beta males. We're talking about alphas.
He was alpha. He was a doctor.
No.
No, I'm saying he was alpha by his character. No, alpha meaning that he. What I'm saying is he was a provider. He was older. He was experienced. He had children that were older. What I'm saying, huh?
What did he teach you?
I feel like he taught me more to take things in life a little bit more seriously, and how he was serious about business and things of that nature. Huh?
And what was wrong? Why did you say?
I'm gonna ask this.
I feel like he was too old.
See, there it goes. See, you could have took in what he taught you, but you said what you felt like he taught you.
So you divorced the dude that was the same age, but you got mad at the other dude that was too old.
Hold up, cuz. You had an opportunity to be with a man that you could have learned from. He was taking on your situation. He was working with it, and you felt like he was too old. And you were what age at the time that he was 40?
32.
And he's 49?
No,
years.
He was, huh?
Oh, God, you act like you were 50.
No, he wasn't 40. He was 49.
49.
Hold on. This is a key thing that we talk about accountability, ma'am. I'm going to tell you why. Did you know he was 49 before you started dating him?
Yeah, I did.
So you knew what you were yourself into, correct?
I did, but I felt like, okay, it was like he just kind of like, I wasn't ready to just ride around and be like an old person.
How is that being an old person if he's teaching you about business? Business is going to carry on something that you can teach your son, giving you things to teach your son.
But think about it this way. If you are 45 and you're dating someone like 27, there's things that they haven't experienced, and there's things that their behaviors and their mental capacity, just like you said, is not of that nature. So it's like.
So you want to stay where you're at and not learn and grow faster than what you're supposed to. You don't want to grow exponentially faster. You want to stay at the slope going, is what you're saying.
I just personally feel like for some people it may work, but for some people, to me, that was a little too much older. Maybe if I was younger and it was like 40, then that would be different. But I felt like that was just too much of his life. He just had too much up on me. I was like, oh my God.
Okay.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Hey, wait. I want to hear what Nicole. Look, I want to hear what Nicole got to say because we got.
You know what? I'm still on the marriage thing. You got me because now I'm feeling like you guys are completely against marriage, and then we talked about. Oh, okay. So let me ask you this: were you saying that if modern women today were more submissive and more feminine, we'd have more success with the marriage rates?
Absolutely. How many times have you looked at Pro Star beating the dude up and everybody's hyping it up? How many times did you not see the video of the dude?
He's not speaking the truth. You gotta see that. You gotta see that.
Hold on. Okay, let's talk about brain development for real quick.
Yeah. I didn't knock that he cheated on her. If she chose to leave for that, I can't knock people for that. Even though we had a lot of infidelity going on in our grandparents' time, usually worse.
But
right?
why do y'all stay?
No.
See the
about the women.
And do not overtalk me. We had these scenarios going worse, but that was not all cases for them. You had a lot of these cases where they were able to work it out, stay faithful. Hell, it may ended up in different rooms. I seen my uncle and aunt do it. One of my uncle and great aunts do it. Right? They were in different rooms, but they had their situation worked out. They had their 3 kids and their family. They worked it out. So it was examples that it was working, and it wasn't fidelity. It wasn't infidelity. You get what I'm saying? So like a lot of times people look at marriage, they like, man, but they're cheating and they're cheating and they're cheating. You'd be surprised how much cheating is really.
I agree. It do be a lot of stuff going on, but I think that for me, the key essence that we're missing as Black people is we're missing marriages that are that people can learn from, that people can actually grow and be happy together. Like you see a lot of old white couples together.
Yeah,
And I feel like as
Do you know why those marriages stayed together?
why?
Because it was the contract of marriage. It had nothing to do with love or relationship. Did you know that?
No. What do you mean? Because those people be looking like they in love to me.
Hold on. I got
Look
it.
like in love. I don't think love is required for
I got
marriage, to be honest with you. Because
I got it. I got it. Okay, look. When you got married, did you take vows?
I did.
What was the vows that you honored?
I remember a few of them, like for sickness and health,
Uh-huh.
for rich or poor, through death. That's all I remember.
The part. It had nothing to do with love.
It had shit to do with love in there. Or happiness.
What? Okay.
It didn't have nothing to do with happiness in there. When you get from a contract agreement under the government, there's a reason why churches don't speak out against the government. Why? They're owned by the government. Yeah, they're nonprofit, but they're owned by the. You don't see anything talking about, you know what, these bullshit shots going around that people die from getting the actual disease again because it doesn't work. It's a shot, not a vaccine. All right. Number one, ain't no such thing. The love is not about a contract. Do you work? Do you have a job?
Not at the moment.
Okay. When you were working, you worked at that job, whether you were happy or not, because you had to pay the bills, right?
Correct.
So whether you're happy or not, you have to raise the children into the best household that they can have. That's number one. You spoke on brain development. Number two, brain development and maturity. Let me tell you something, man. And I'm telling you this, a lot of people ain't gonna like this. Y'all think that women mature faster than men. Then you need to explain more single moms out here than it is single fathers. And you need to explain why single moms are having multiple baby fathers and the baby fathers are the ones getting away with it. And why are women marrying the men that have children by other women?
Hold on. Say that again.
Wait.
Why are women marrying men that have... Say that again.
Why are women marrying men that have multiple baby? And why are women letting men with multiple baby mamas have a way with them into their room and access to their room? And why do you have multiple women that have multiple baby daddies around the world at the highest rate? The men understand.
What they understand? Tell me.
The choice is yours to have the child or not. You let us have sex. After that, we can't control whether you carry the child all the way through. And majority of the time, it's because the woman wants the child because they know that they're going to die.
Because they know they're going to who?
They're going to die.
No, they're going to die.
We have a lady who told us that they know they're going to die alone, so she wanted the baby because she knew that he wasn't going to be around. She wanted something to hold on to.
But the majority, I don't think, is going into, I'm going to have this baby because I think I'm going to die alone. Like, I don't think that's...
Okay, so it's one.
But I'm gonna say it is.
Go ahead, because I already took my polls.
But I got it is. What I'm gonna say it. I know you said your point. What I'm understanding, and this is a cultural thing. So yeah, you're gonna agree with me on this. We have gotten comfortable with the notion of the child will be good in a single parent home.
No, yeah.
Like I remember women being told multiple girls. I was around these girls' parents, and their mamas was like, "Mama's baby, daddy's maybe." This is what was told to younger girls. Yeah. So I'm like, this isn't just some shit that came overnight. Yeah. This was something that's been common in culture. Being a single parent has been common in the culture. Which was never good for Black people, knowing that we needed each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There was no in actuality, that all that I don't need a nigga. All right, when we say we don't need a Black woman, we say we don't need a Black woman to survive because we're the protectors, we're the warriors. But we do need you as far as community. We do need you as far as building up as a people. We do need you as far as how well the legacy will go along. Because guess what? Just like you'll raise more feminine men and more masculine women, we will have these masculine ass girls. Hell, Our daughters end up being like little boys if they end up in a home with just a man. So there's a balance to be had, right?
Yeah, I got some questions here for us, Hits. Hold on, let me touch this. The unity in the Black community sucks. So the woman's fault if she's a single mom. Absolutely, it's her fault. She chose the man to have a baby with. If the man tell you he don't want a baby and you decide to go through with that pregnancy, it's your choice. Hey, that you can't have a child.
You agree with abortion? You're okay with abortion? Are
you okay with fornication before marriage?
I don't really necessarily. I'm not really that versed in like. I'm gonna just say I'm not really a Christian in that sense. So that really is something that.
When it pertains to you, the marriage thing and the vows can matter, but then when it comes to the abortion, it's different because it doesn't pertain to what you feel. That's what majority.
No, it's not what I feel. I just don't look at like I don't feel like I'm a person that's gonna say fornication is bad.
Okay, let me tell you something. Feeling. So most people that say, "Oh, do you believe in abortions?" They're asking that in hopes that you agree with them because they don't agree in abortions, but they agree with having sex with a man that they don't hardly know.
I don't feel like an abortion. Like realistically, I don't necessarily feel like an abortion is bad. I'm just asking for clarity to see your beliefs, your core values.
That's my response, though. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you an example, something that's off the charts. In order to get to the youth that I teach, in order to get to people that are stuck in their ways, you have to give a drastic example and bring it back down to reality for them to understand. A girl asked me one day, she said, "Hey, Blue, why don't you drink?" I said, "I don't know. Why should I?" "I don't know." "Well, bitch, if you can't give me an answer to why I should drink, there's nothing nutritional about it. Why would you ask me why I don't drink?" If the answer is that I don't drink, that's it. The conversation is over. I'm an alpha. You're not going to get me to bring the drink, right? Cool.
Okay, so being the fact that you...
Hold on. If you ask me, do I believe in abortions? I'm going to ask you, are you okay with fornicating to get pregnant? Because it goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
People get abortion. I know people that's married that get abortions. So the reason why... I'm going to just be realistic. I've had an abortion now. So it's not something that to me I'm judgmental on. I just wanted to know your stand on it because to me, I feel like it's, it's whoever, it's that person's choice.
Well, it is. Y'all women fought for these rights, right? Y'all fought for these rights. Y'all want to be, y'all consider, a lot of people consider them to be equal to us and they're not, but they fight. Y'all fight for
I don't want to be equal. I want to actually learn how to submit and be a woman that a man could be. I don't know the word.
Around married that are successful, married and holding on to their man.
You knocking on that door. I ain't gonna hold you.
What do you mean?
You said you want to learn how to submit. That's
the thing is this.
The
reason that my answer has to be that is because that's what caused it. A lot of times we don't talk about the cause of that community. We only talk about the outcomes. So what people will run to is like, "Well, do you believe in abortions?" "Well, how the hell you get pregnant?" So that's my only answer. So when people say, "Okay, right now, me and him, we work out," right? When people say, "Why do you like to stay in shape?" I'm gonna ask you, "Why don't you work out?" Because it goes hand in hand. Because only somebody that's out of shape is gonna ask you, "Why do you like to stay in shape?" I ain't never asked this nigga why he stay in shape. That's stupid, right? So for me to ask somebody if they believe in abortions, I'm gonna ask you, "Do you have sex without a condom?" If yes, then you should believe in abortions also. And because the only way that come up get pregnant. And my thing is, people don't practice all these forms of birth control, all the stuff that we have, and they don't use it. And for cheating, my thing is this: men don't want to keep it 100. Men's nature is not to be with one woman. You've never seen it in any part of any kingdom. Back in the day, y'all say, "Oh, I want to be treated like queen." No, you don't. And my boy said it best. No, you don't. You want to be treated like a queen. The queen knew to set her ass down on that throne while he had mistresses running around, and they worked for them. When you take your ass to that room and do what you do with the kids, go over here on this house on this night, and I'm gonna come back to the house. You're the wife. They're the side hoes.
And understand this.
Like, tell me that. Ooh, that was deep.
It's about kings and queens. What she said?
She said, "Oh, that was deep. Let me tell me that again."
Okay. Understand this about kings and queens, which this shit gets romanticized, but this is a bit of. I don't like being called a queen, not queen. I don't like being called a king because a king was a leader of an independent state, not an individual walking around on the fucking street.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? And with that leader of an independent state, when the queen would come along, it was usually somebody's princess. And agreement through politics that she become the queen. It wasn't like, hey, let me just find this woman out of nowhere and then she's just the queen. And guess what? It wasn't the greatest love connection. They were royalty. It was government. It was power. That's why the king was still doing his thing. It was this stuff gets romanticized so much, and we overuse these titles and these words. I'm still not. We change the meaning to fit the meanings that we want them to, and that's why it never works. It hasn't worked in our community. It's not working.
Well, this is
wait. She said that's the movie description. Were you living in the times of kings and queens? You want to run down the definition?
Who said that? Let me scroll up. Who said that?
She talking about coming to America lied to us. There was certain. I ain't say coming to America.
You didn't say that.
I'm talking about where there was a monarchy.
That's why I don't really believe in the Bible like that, because
Okay.
if you really take the stories and stuff like that, you'll think that King Solomon and all that stuff had all these wives, and it's not necessarily proof in that book.
Hey, hold on.
Let's go ahead and go back there, unless you want to do the research.
Hold on. I got you. So y'all say that's proof. The proof is in the pudding. Was polygamy an actual thing? That's the proof. Polygamy was an actual thing. If you go look at Africa, they had concubines. You know what a concubine is? The G. Martin episode when he asked her to be the concubine, and Martin was like, "Hey," and he found out it was gonna be the "hey." He's like, "Oh."
But don't you remember that it had to be a certain structure for that? It was mostly the kings that had that. Anybody that was like poor, not necessarily poor, but couldn't afford it.
To afford the he's getting. Right. So we had Nubia ask a question. She said, "What about the dude that had a baby and then after the baby came, he changed his mind? You chose the man that you had a baby with. You are a bad judge of character." I tell my homies this all the time. If you're a bad judge of character and your homie turns his back, that means that you need to reevaluate what you're letting slide. There are red flags that you women keep ignoring, and then y'all want to blame the next man for the drama that the other man brings, and then y'all want to bring these men into no, that's not happening. So is it your fault? Yes, it's your fault because you dated them. If I put a girl and she decides to burn off on my twin boys, that's my fault because I chose her. Men have no problem being realistic with that. Women have a problem because y'all keep asking the questions you know the answer to.
Let's get to this.
Hold on, let me answer a brief question real quick. Bree said,
Miss Retro, I want you to understand something. You said you came from a tribe, so you know nothing of a monarchy.
Who said
that? Miss Retro, she talked about being in the tribe. Honestly,
yeah, I see it right here. Go ahead, I'm right now.
We're gonna talk about the fact that the people here, the people that we talking about, the black people we talking about here, are Aboriginal indigenous people. They're not people that came from Africa and just no. They were already melanated people here. So we don't even know what our own culture is about. We had to recreate our own culture.
Everything was stripped from us. We don't have
it. I kind of feel like I know my culture being Haitian.
We have to record it.
Being Haitian, I feel like we have a culture. We have a lot of things that are foundational there that they don't.
Where do you live?
Culture, but we have to create
I live in America, but what I'm saying is that I still know my culture. I still know the difference, and like my parents have been very adamant of us knowing the things that happen, especially with a lot of the stories that they talk about with Columbus. So I know the actual stories that happened. I know that there were kings and queens there. They have even crowns where England stole a lot of the gold and things that's there. So to me, I feel like I do know my culture. And then they have a statue of Ananakua, which is an Indian Haitian American that when they changed. So I know a lot of my culture. So
I'm talking about.
I know what was told from because in Haiti they have the history is different there in school versus when you.
The Bible, right? Because at the end of the day, you're only going based off what somebody told you. You weren't there. So that's what the Bible argument. That's what they're saying. Well, I don't believe a lot of it. See, everybody wants to follow the Bible when it comes to marriage. But when it comes to fornication, nobody want to listen to that. Everybody wants to follow the Bible when it comes to let's do this positive thing. But then when they get mad at their baby daddy, it's keep the baby away from him and see what he deal with. Everybody wants to turn their cheek on. Let me turn the other cheek when somebody put their hands on me. They want the man to do that. But then all of a sudden, you can't stop arguing with the man instead of have a discussion. We're grown-ups. I tell girls all the time, we don't argue. We have discussions. You can't do that. You got to go. Matter of fact, right now, I y'all know who I'm talking about. She just called me talking about, where you at? I'm fucked up. Bye. I bid you a good night. I bid you good night. I don't want no drunk sex from no girl. I don't drink. The smell of alcohol makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh.
I'm a different type of dude. So you can't call me with that type. Most dudes would jump on that, and she got a big old dog.
So you don't mind?
They jumped on that.
But okay, you confuse me because you say that people are supposed to. They're not. Monogamy is not really something. Polygamy is more of what was going on. So, but then you say a wife is one role. She's in there with the kids, but he has like the concubines. Isn't that fornication?
No, he's marrying all of them.
That's adultery.
No, that's called polygamy.
Oh my God.
All right. What you got?
I do agree that men are naturally monogamous.
Hold on. Do you know how many children Abraham had in the Bible?
No.
Over 700. You think one woman gave that? Do you think one woman has?
I think Abraham was populating the world too. So I think that was a different task that he had to.
We're not populating the world?
Why? To me, I feel like at this capacity, we can take a break.
You're not a man. That's what we're doing. We're populating the world. Huh?
That's it. We slowed down. The only reason that the boom came is because the pandemic happened.
Right?
So if you're saying that, you said that, I just want to learn from this. You said that women, we're choosing men that have children, that have kids already from different women. So can you break down that for me? Because I find myself to keep finding that situation. So can you break it down and help me out?
Are you 30?
Please help me out. Where's the stat that supports
because I just want to make, because maybe you said, like, I'm actually at a point where I'm just trying to really learn. And I actually don't like to argue. I don't argue with a man.
That's what we do this for. That's not because we state facts. Men give out, alpha males give off things that beta males can't give. Beta males have told women, let's go there. Beta males have told women, you can be a plus size model. There used to be no plus size models. There never used to be any plus size models. You look at the women back in the day, there was no plus size models. But who told women they can be plus size models? Beta males. Because when alpha males aren't fucking with you, you're going to go to a beta male. Because he's going to do everything he can to get you because he ain't got no choice. That's why broke niggas fuck like that. Broke niggas cheat because they going to fuck anything. A rich man don't have to do that. We good. I'm good.
Big discipline.
But I ain't had nothing in 8 months. Because I'm so busy working on my and building my company and building my empire. I'm focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. I looked up and was like, damn, I ain't had no goddamn.
Don't you believe in sex transmutation?
Man, excuse me?
Sex transmutation.
When I understand, put it like this, I understand why men have time for others.
I really want to let Nicole go ahead and talk.
So this is the thing.
Give her a turn.
Hold on, but she wants to learn something. She's asking how can she avoid it? Ma'am, the problem is that y'all forget that women have a wall and men don't. We can produce till we 100. Y'all can't. Now you're asking me to take on the person that you brought in. Do you know what happened? And I said this way before he even said it, but I have to say this now. Do you know what happens to a lion over a pride?
It eats
It kills the children.
It kills the children, yeah.
And then what that does is it makes the females go into hormonal
mating
state where they want. So then he mates and everything around him looks like him. He goes off and ventures, and most of the time, a lot of people don't know these things, but there's coalitions built around lions to where they have more than one male in the pride, because most of the time when they get attacked and people trying to take over the pride, it's more than 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 males coming. So if they have 2 or 3 males as a coalition with the females, they have numbers. So you're asking a man to take over something that he's normally taught and instinctively to do is to kill the child, get his own legacy. So you have to find somebody that's willing to do it, that's going to be older. And you can't, and you women block yourselves a lot because you had a perfectly good man. Because one thing you didn't say in that whole sentence was that he was bad for you. He was bad to you. You say he was business oriented and he taught you a lot. As a woman, emotionally, you said, oh, he's 49. But you didn't say that before you went with him on a date. So you already knew he was 49, but him being older, You're like, well, he's just too much up on me. That's the point. You're supposed to get somebody that's going to make you come here and catch up. He'll tell you, my homies, they down here. I'm here. My job is not to come down here and try to pull you up, nigga. Your job is to come catch up to me. And by the time you get here, I'm on another level. You've never heard any of my homies ever go public and say, man, Blue just too up on his level. Every time I try to get on his level, he going up. They're going to say, damn, that's progression. That's what I teach them. Women have been taught that's a masculine trait, that you didn't want to go and compete, but you wanted to compete at a certain point. But then when it gets to where you can't catch up to that, now you can't use the same excuse that you used on that 20-year-old boy. You dealing with a real grown man now. So you have to accept the fact that you need somebody older, because they're going to have to deal with that. People that are older have more patience with children. If you notice that right now, with you being 35, you're different with your kid than you were when you were 20. Mentally, because you're older. So that's the point. Like, you have to start understanding, like, everybody.
So don't you think that a guy that's like if a guy's, I'm going to say for guys, men that are like 35 and maybe between 39, you think they're patient enough to deal with a woman that's in their 20s? Like, you really think they're patient enough to, like,
because the women that they are getting are women that are born into understanding their role. A Black community is not born like that. That's why it's so many segregated communities. We go for women.
So is my role to be
a woman?
And do you believe in 50-50?
Huh?
I'm just
you bring it? No, how is it 50-50 if I'm paying for you in a divorce? It's never 50. It's never going to be 50-50. You said, who has the custody of your son, you or your man?
He's primarily with me, but I don't get in. I didn't. First of all, I paid for my divorce. He paid for his. I didn't take any alimony, and on top of that, before we got divorced, I co-signed for him to go to school, for him to be a truck, have his CDL and drive, because it was for the family at the time when he was explaining it. So to me, I feel like I ended up losing more.
You did.
So,
Nicole.
Correct.
I want Nicole to follow up with what
let Nicole go, because she's been waiting.
Just chilling.
I just I'm just trying to soak everything in that's been said, and I'm agreeing with what you've been saying, Blue, right? That is that. I'm just I just feel like we're still fighting this whole thing with marriage. I get the whole, a woman is responsible for who she lays down with. She's solely responsible in terms of her reproductive rights, in terms of deciding to have a child or not. But where do we come back and go back and get to this point where we can build strong Black family units? Because I don't believe it's just down to, modern women need to be feminine, which I do agree with. We do need to be more feminine. And I also agree with the fact that if we as women are going to require men to be traditional, we have to be traditional women. We can't sit here and be masculine, competitive people, but say, oh, but I still want him to be a traditional man and be the provider and be the protector of the household. Well, okay, well, we need to give him the traditional woman who.
And y'all haven't been taught that.
No, we haven't been taught that. I was raised by a single parent, so I kind of had to learn slowly on my own, and I also had to look at the women who are still married in my family. So, for example, my aunt, she's been married for 25 plus years, the only one who stayed married to one man. And I asked her, like, what is it that you did that made your marriage last so long? Now, my aunt, she's kind of a funny person. She boiled it down to 3 things. She said, Nicole, there's only 3 things you need to do to keep your man happy. Number 1, feed him, fuck him, and don't nag him. Yeah. So those are the 3 things that she gave me. But
that means he goes to the club with his boy.
Hold on. Wait, what did you say?
When he goes to the club and you see him on live and it's girls around, don't nag him. No, ma'am. Your auntie said
Right,
it
but
best.
they don't have that type of marriage. But here's the thing that's been consistent throughout the whole 20 years of marriage. She never missed unless she was sick. She never missed a day of cooking him breakfast and dinner. She didn't cook him lunch because he was at work. She got home beforehand, made sure that dinner was ready. If my mom or my other aunts called during dinner, she'd be like, "Hey, I can't talk to you right now. Me and my husband are eating." The house was always kept up, and surprisingly, she was able to do all this while she was still a nurse. However, people will be like, "So what does your uncle do for her?" I'm telling you, he gives her the world when the weddings, when the anniversaries come, the birthdays come, and everything like that. They treat both of each other well. So my point I'm trying to make is she gave him a traditional setting that allowed them to last, and he has no problem giving her the world.
What does he do for work?
He's a head track coach at a university, and she's a retired nurse now.
Lavishly.
Who's the breadwinner? I know the answer to that. Who's the breadwinner?
That's a good question. To my understanding, they both make a lot of money, but I think he's the breadwinner.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
He's the breadwinner.
Yeah. So okay. So guess what? I'm not going to get into what we already know as grown people. You're telling me that you think somebody for 25 years was with one person only? I'm not talking about the woman.
Right. I know what you're going to say. And okay, I don't think there's anybody watching this that knows my. But no, huh?
She stayed because she understood the difference. She's the wife. They don't matter. She stayed.
Well, I don't know what's going on in detail in their life.
You're a child to them.
So I get what you're trying to say. I get it. I respect what you're saying.
Are we assuming that in that entire those 25 years he's been faithful?
Look, he's an alpha male, right? Or is he a beta?
That's a good question.
Don't you stop now?
No, she's right. My parents have been married for 40. They've been together for 40 years, and my mom has told me that my dad at times came home late, and sometimes just when she was walking out to work. But realistically, my mom she still cooks to this day for my father
because she understands the purpose.
And she cleans his clothes. I'm not gonna lie, they fuss and argue, and they don't stay in the same room. But one thing about it,
I just died in Thanksgiving. My grandma, my grandpa stayed on opposite sides of the wall and was talking shit on opposite sides of the wall. My grandpa died 6 years ago. She died on Thanksgiving. She stayed in the room. Didn't even want to go in the room he was in.
But I
live like that, but that's what they did.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I just don't want to live like that.
I get what you're saying, though. They understand the mission, the purpose of their marriage and stuff like that. Now my aunt and my uncle, they're happy, but she told me why they're happy. She has her role, he has his role.
But this is my thing. Women understand, older women understand. All the other bullshit, alpha male has lionesses, not lioness, lionesses. Doesn't matter how you cut it, how you feel. People are like, oh, my dad never, you're not fucking him. You don't know. You don't smell his balls when he come in. You don't know that. Mm-hmm. You stayed, but they did what they're supposed to do. The fact that you don't know means you stayed in a child's place. Exactly. Most people get to their kids is different. And look at here. If you look at other stuff, right? The cheating and all that shit, right? How many times do you hear about men getting abused?
They're too afraid to say something.
No, it's not that they're too afraid to say something. The government don't give a fuck. If you look up the numbers, 40% of men are actually the ones that are violent end up abusing. 40% of men. That's damn near half of men. That's 40%. That's a lot. And they're the one getting the bad end of the stick.
Still staying. Because you know why? You know why? You know what's crazy? Men take marriage serious because we look at relationships different from y'all looking at relationships, right? We'll stay in the situation. As you can see that y'all the main ones leaving. When it comes to kids, and I tell women this all the time, I'm like, it ain't about you all the time. It ain't about you no more. You know what I'm saying? They be laughing, but no, it's dead ass serious. You owe it to your kids. So men look at relationships and marriage in the sense of commitment to the situation, the long haul. Women look at it in the sense of emotion, because it's emotionally stimulating to get on Instagram and be like, oh my God, they just had a wedding. They look so happy together in their marriage because they had a wedding. I want a wedding like that. Oh, they're in the park eating steak and shrimp, and they got a whole TV set up in the middle of the park. They doing amazing shit. No. Commit to it. It ain't always pretty. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about something, talk it out. It's the worst feeling to have the conversation after the fact and the realization after the fact.
Can I ask, okay, a
Go ahead.
question then to Blue? So, and I know we've heard this term thrown around, the high value man, the high quality man, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So when a woman marries a man like that, should she expect her man to be faithful?
No, hell no. You shouldn't expect a broke nigga to be faithful. That's stupid.
I'm gonna tell a personal story.
But I've seen witness broke men cheat on their women. Yes, I have. I have witnessed broke men cheat on their women.
Yeah.
I just said, can't even expect a broke nigga to be faithful. That's worse. He has more. The broke nigga gonna fuck whatever's on his plate. Man's gonna do whatever options he has because he can choose what he wants. He don't have to go for that. He got so much shit thrown at him. Like, I'm gonna put it like this: I have so many companies that I run that I don't even see the checks half the time that hit my account. Have I not been with you? I'll be like, damn, I just got, you know what I'm saying? So now I can pick and choose what other companies I want to invest in. I don't have to go trying to figure it out. That's how a high value man looks at shit. I don't have to because the women that I'm dealing with are up here. The women that the broke nigga dealing with is the bottom 70%. Who has more to deal with? I have better quality, but he has more quantity. So he's gonna fuck whatever he has. A high value man don't have the same time as a broke man. A broke man has time to go fuck hoes. A high value man, we got
at the same time, that broke nigga gonna give you everything he got when it's time for sex. Cause he ain't putting
So what you saying? A rich man ain't gonna give you everything?
Wait, I'm not finished. He ain't putting his energy into his career. He ain't went to the gym. He ain't none of that shit. He just living off you, angry with all his testosterone, and he ready to fuck. So because he got time. He got the time. And so
but again,
go ahead. What you said?
No, but again, that the broke man though, I understand all that. But the high value man who also has options or whatever, but he chose to make a conscious decision to choose one woman to give his last name to. Okay.
Because you were important.
Because what?
You were the most important. You were the most reliable and most important.
Yeah, you're the most important. That he's not gonna have his side.
So what does that mean? When you say as a man, when you say most,
a woman will be judged for staying in a situation like that. It's like your man cheating on you, but what other? I'm not gonna say she doesn't have other options, but 10 years later and 2 children later, it's like if she finds out that her man stepped out maybe, I don't know, 3 times on the marriage, and you have women saying, "Oh, you should leave him," and then in my opinion, I'm thinking, well, what other options is she gonna have if she leaves this man, which is very rare for a lot of us.
Okay. Stop. I got you. You're getting frustrated. Look, who do you think is telling the woman she should leave? You think other high value men are telling her that, or broke women?
Broke women.
So why would she listen?
I wouldn't even say broke women. I would say single women, because
no, ma'am.
Yeah, I would say single women. A lot of women. There's a lot.
When you say broke, you mean financially or spiritually?
Hold on, excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm just gonna say this. I know a lot of women who making $100,000 a year or whatever, making good money, and still telling these women to leave their situations. Broke. They just happen to be
broke.
Broke spiritually or financially?
No, hold on.
They broken emotionally. I'm gonna be honest.
Not only are they broke.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna break it down.
Hold on. Stop real quick. Hold on. Before you do, let me get to the
go ahead.
So what the money's talking about? We're talking about broke financially and emotionally, but most women that make 6 figures are still not gonna have enough to last them to retire. They're still not gonna make enough to be able to retire on, because if you're making 100,000, you're getting taxed on that.
Okay.
So you're not bringing home 100,000. They throw these numbers out to make it sound good, but you're not making that. You need to make at least 150,000 or more.
You're bringing 66K.
Right.
And then go all the way down. So you have to do that
Okay.
at the age of 20 all the way down. They're not doing these broke. Because if you're making 100,000, you bring home about 70. After bills and shit, you're looking at about 30, 20. After you go to the club and all this shit and fuck with a fuck nigga, you got zero. So a broke woman will tell a woman to leave. But yet you see Jada Pinkett with Will Smith.
Still.
Did she start on him?
Cart and
No, there was no stepping out. Everything was understood.
Mm.
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down. All right. It's crazy to me that Will or Cardi B say fuck niggas, take their money, all this other shit. But nobody roll with the example of her staying with Offset, even though it was public. It was public. Beyonce, same thing. To the left. Stayed right with her nigga and took a sip of that lemonade.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
it's like you, because people take preference to what they feel. That's what they want to feel. If you want to take advice from a woman because she makes 100K, fine. But when we talking high value men, they don't even like dealing with those type of women.
Not at all.
They prefer not.
Facts.
They prefer not to. They lack humility. They lack humility. They argumentative, combative, non-cooperative. So it's like, okay, if I make kids with you, even though we make all this money, you gonna break up the family because you go too damn big.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
These, so yeah, she stayed right with her nigga. He was laughing at what I said.
So can I ask you something? You say for a man, when she was talking about he picked one to marry, and you were saying that she was more important or whatever. Can you break that down from a man's perspective, like when he chooses a woman?
Okay.
What is that? What makes him do that?
Okay. When I said she was the most reliable is because, like I said, we think about it in commitment. We getting in this contract together, right? That marriage contract. So he's thinking like, okay, she'll commit to this. She'll be more reliable. If I got to get things done, cool. She'll be able to take care of the kids. She'll be a great mother, and she'll see this thing through, right? But it's a hurtful thing to invest in somebody thinking that they're going to see it through, build a family with them, and not only they break up the marriage, they break up your legacy. Your legacy gets fucked up. We have generations of fucked up legacy over selfish relationships. And you know why I say that? I'm gonna say a prime example. My parents weren't even married. When my dad met my mom, I'm one of 9 children, mind you. When my mom and my dad had their thing, she was already 5 kids deep. It was mainly 3 at the house. Guess what? He popped 2 more out. My sister and me, right? Guess what? My dad, being who he was still committed to that situation, even though he was committed to us. He was more about leading the kids. So he took on a responsibility he didn't even have to. A lot of people say this is a good man. A lot of us call him beta male. I say he was necessary, and I appreciate him for what he did for not only me, but for the rest of the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she later on had her later children, he was still involved. All the kids know this nigga. And they could have worked it out. Now, God rest my mother's soul. She died at 45, but they could have worked it out. Her issue was, I guess he stepped out one night or a couple nights. He was a young man still in his prime. You got to deal with like 3 kids when you get home and a woman who on your ass. Yeah, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to step out. That's the reason that ends up happening. But he was still involved, even after the fact. So like we said, like the men ain't leaving like that. We trying to make sure the generations carry on well. But we don't have that cooperation. So we're looking for somebody reliable. When you say that, well, it's their person, we're looking for somebody who's not gonna break that up.
Okay, I understand. So you're looking for someone that's not argumentative,
Mm-hmm.
reliable, and someone that you feel as a man, that man feels like she's gonna be dedicated the same way he is dedicated.
Mm-hmm. Dedicated to the legacy, not just dedicated to self. You
Okay.
Right.
So
And
we
a
work.
lot of relationships these days, we're dedicated to ourselves. Like, how can
Mhm.
we benefit from the relationship versus
Yeah.
it's crazy to me, and the tangible things that we look at versus the intangibles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Social
That's
media
crazy.
a little
And
bit
I
for
want
that.
y'all to understand something. I want y'all to understand something about relationships, because majority of the comments I see, a lot of the shit I see is like, what you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? No, stop. When you when you go into relationships, think to yourself, what can I offer to this person?
Mhm.
How can I support this person? What can I do for this individual? Right? When men go out and we have to, we have to make these business connections, right, with people. We have to network. We have to think about what we can offer the person that we're talking to, right, in order to conduct business. And sometimes we don't directly have the skills to offer, but we can connect them with somebody, right? We can always try and connect somebody with somebody. We can always try to offer something. So that's what we really got to think about in yourself when it comes to relationship. Not that what you gonna do for me, or are you gonna do what I say, or you gonna do. A lot of times it ain't gonna work that way, especially if you got some bullheaded man for a man. Sometimes you're gonna have a bullheaded ass man. You don't want no soft ass one, though. Trust me, you don't.
No, heck no.
That's gonna dry your coochie up.
Facts.
He come crying, you like, God damn, nigga, the kids crying, you crying. The fuck I'ma do?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, what did his whole video just go out?
For real. I'm
I
like,
think he
there he
turned
goes.
off his camera, and then he was turning it back on.
See.
No, I'm here. No, I heard the whole thing. We don't want no soft ass woman. I heard the whole story. I already knew that story. So no, I already knew that story. I knew that story, my boy. I know my boy for a long time. I let him get his, get his story off. But don't know, like, soft ass woman. You be hard with everybody else, not me. When you come here, you don't be hard with me. I'm the type of dude right now. I got a surrogate mother. I'm smart. Give a fuck if nobody agree with it or not. I got a surrogate mother. $45,000 to carry my twin. It's a contractual agreement on what year she's gonna get inseminated and get brought to me. And I'd rather deal with that. It's sad. I would rather do that than to deal with a woman.
Are you serious?
Absolutely serious. My nigga knows. And my children will be very well off.
I'm working on the traditional route.
No,
But I think you should. I think it's some great women out here, me included. But I'm just saying, I get what he's saying. I respect what he says, because if he feels that way, that's good.
Jump off the bridge if he had an 8% chance of dying. You said no. And I said 98%. Let's change to 80%. You jump off a 5-story building, you got an 8% chance of dying. You jumping?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I think at this point I probably wouldn't jump. I would jump.
So you
with the way you to me, I feel like I would jump, because I feel like it's sickening and it's saddening to see that the world has come to this place, and it's like it's crazy. It's like what's to live for? Like at that point.
Hey, my god brother said I've been having that drawn up for years. I ain't like this.
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna say it.
Got me lost.
What the fling flame flume are you talking about?
I just don't feel. I feel like the way he talks, it sounds.
We had enough of what you feel. We need you to start thinking now, right?
About me?
About these.
Yeah.
You have to think. Okay. It ain't even when. Okay. You ever went to Vegas? You ever went to Vegas?
No, I never been to Vegas.
I have.
Help you understand something. When you go to hit them slots.
Oh man. We almost missed our flight.
You got to calculate. Yeah, we almost missed the flight. But you got to calculate how you gonna play the slots, right? because you only got so many chances, and you have to. Men are going to be better at calculating how. Okay, I won this much. I got to walk it off, right? The emotional decision is going to be, okay, let me chase the money. Let me chase the money. I'm emotionally connected to the win. Like, nah. Once you start winning, okay, you'll be doing good. And guess what?
When you start losing,
greedy. That's why greed is bad, because it's an emotion, it's a feeling. It'll lead right. You keep on, you're gonna realize you went from that win all the way down, and now you're below because you like
and negative, because you keep trying to get back.
Negative, because you like, man, I thought I had a chance. It just felt so good because I was winning. And no, that's just like that situation that was going good, and you ain't paid attention to the red flags. The red flag was, nigga, you lost this last couple reels. Go ahead, take it and leave it.
So I'm gonna explain something to you, ma'am, because I know you feel like thrown off by that. And people say, really, are you serious? You have a child, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Together?
Yes.
Y'all went to sleep.
Yeah. Huh?
When y'all were together, I had a child, y'all woke up together, went to sleep together as a family?
Yes.
Imagine that being ripped away from you as a woman. Y'all don't think about it from the man's side. So I refuse to put myself in a situation, statistically, that I have that happen to me. Because a lot of the times y'all look at the men's reactions, not understanding that men go through trauma also. Because
well, I think for my situation, my ex-husband, he left. That's why I filed.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
I'm saying for me,
okay.
My situation stands for different for me. I'm
okay.
that if I was to have a girl and she had my children and we not working out, I've heard many of women have this conversation, even with even having children. Well, if we ever broke up, I'll let you come. Let me, bitch, I'm coming. Fuck you mean, let me. My children are not property of you. If it wasn't for my nut, you wouldn't have them. My boy right here, you see Ion status? My nigga's going through divorce right now. Guess who helped him through that motherfucker? Not now female. Are you women? So yeah, maybe a couple of y'all are anecdotal experiences, but most of y'all don't know how to be a woman to a man. Y'all weren't trained to be a wife. So guess what? You want me to go through the shit with you and figure it out, but while I'm figuring it out, you just leave? It's 80% chance you're going to leave. Why would I take that risk? If I'm going to jump off a building and they tell me it's an 80% chance to live, you emotionally responded because you want to have the right answer to stick to your answer and say, oh, I'll jump. Well, you forgot that, ma'am. You have a son. So while you jump off that building, the 20% chance that you might live, you'll be fucked up and paraplegic. Who's going to raise your son at that point? Mm-hmm. Y'all treating these men by making them have visitation. They're not in jail. My kids don't get visitation. So this is what I told her, ma'am, what's going to happen is I have full custody because I'm not an emotional person. So guess what? If my baby mama hit me at 3 a.m, hey, I want to see the kids. I'll give you a key. He'll come through the door. Go there. But because I have something put in place for a man that the government cannot take away from me. The government cannot come in and say, oh, you have to give your kids to her and you have to pay them. I'm not paying your shit and you're not getting my kids. How many men fight for their kids like that? Not many. And that's the fucking problem. Men need to be fighting for the kids as much as the government is fighting away from breaking the kids away from the family. Because like you said, you got a son. When your son, how old is your son?
11.
When he get 13, baby, you ain't gonna be able to handle him.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? So why do I
agree, but like you said, the situation is so different because I'm like what you said. I don't have any problem with his father seeing him, but I recognize that sometimes you just, like you say, you choose wrong, and the father isn't that, that proactive in their life.
But see, that's the problem. I'm such a different dude that I'm willing to let's look at the market. Because trust me, high value. You see us right here. Give me 2 years. Promise you that. And I'm already on my way. He on his way next. So I'm making sure he go. That boy Ion, that's my sister.
Oh, I gotta make sure I'm on top of mind at all times.
It's coming. I'm always on his behind or on everybody else behind. All these notes y'all see me in, I got notes all over here. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 offices I'm about to. But the thing is this, I can't allow somebody to take my legacy for my children based on an emotion. You see what I'm saying? I'm letting emotion take that over. So guess what? An emotion is, you know what, girl? We ain't even got to sign no birth certificate. No, fuck that. No, my children, all this, I hear people saying, oh, I didn't get to pick my kids' names. I had boys I grew up with. It's like, man, I didn't get to pick my kids' name. My girl picked my kids. I wish a motherfucker would think I ain't gonna have no input on what's coming up with my name. What you mean? The fact that I had a woman the other day tell my homeboy, She didn't understand the fact that I told her, did she ask my homeboys could she take the baby somewhere that was unsafe?
Oh.
This is what happens when you have children too fucking early. It's too fucking early. Your brains ain't even developed enough. And y'all are having children and putting children. Now the children got to grow up in that. So y'all talking about stopping the cycle, but y'all keep putting the cycle when y'all having these kids out of wedlock. Y'all keep on doing the same cycle.
Can I ask you something? And I don't care if you look at me like as ignorant, because I so want to learn. Okay, I'm just saying I just want to learn, so I'm okay. Like when you say asking to go somewhere, is that like, let's say if you're taking your child to go to like a zoo or no? I'm just saying, give me an example.
Okay, so if I have a child, you have children, Nicole?
No.
Okay, so if I have a child with Nicole, right?
Bro.
If I have a child with Nicole, as a woman, Nicole is not as strong as me. She's not mentally as strong as me. If 3 dudes approach me right now in these buildings right now, I'm gonna find a way to get up out of here, and they're gonna have a hard time trying to get me down.
Okay.
Shots fired, man down. It's different. I'm built different. Black men have to go through shit that women don't have to go through because y'all are born with a certain privilege.
I'm taking out.
By selling house eggs and having surrogacy.
Mm-hmm.
I know a girl right now make $80,000 a year. She's had 10 surrogacies, and that's all she does is have surrogacy. Now she's having issues. She lost one baby. Because that 12 years she hit that wall. So now, logically, I'm different, right? If you're out with my child, and I don't know where you are, and something happens while Nicole is out with my child, and she is be able to get to the phone and say, "Hey, babe, somebody fucking with me right now. Da 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 da. They're trying to snatch us." If I don't know where she's at, how the fuck I'm gonna come save her?
Okay, I respect that. I never thought of it that way, but I get what you said.
When men, I don't allow the girl that I talk to now, unless she working late, she can't be out late. After 10 o'clock, take your ass straight to the house. When you get to the house, you text me. Why? Because I need to make sure she gets in the house safe. That ain't just for her. No, ma'am. That goes for all of my homegirls. He'll tell you. I had a girl right now I got off the phone with that I used to work with Ion. And I told her, hey, how you doing? She said, I was at lunch. You know you out late. Tell your husband I say hi. Text me when you get to the house. And you best believe I can show my text messages. And she did. Why? Because I carry myself at a different type of level, a different type of respect character. So therefore, women, they come to me and they fling to me. Not because I'm fucking them all, but because of the energy that we bring and we project. So yeah, don't get it twisted. We are not to be played with, but you're not supposed to feel that. You women aren't supposed to feel the anger that we have to deal with in the world every day. Y'all are supposed to y'all are supposed to be protected. So protection comes from all aspects. That means if I have a child with you,
I'm glad you said that.
My job is to make sure that's taken care of. If he don't, you had a beta male. Only a beta won't take care of his pride.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, you know I got to do it. So the only thing is like she's supposed to tell me where she's at for her safety. Because guess what? If me and my son go out, we gonna get home. Because niggas ain't finna play with me like that. But guess what? If me and Harris go in the room right now and grab her, what can she physically do? If I grab her by one arm and one leg and he grab her by one arm and one leg, what's she gonna do? Physically, she can't do shit. Have you seen this man train? Well, he's the one that trains me. So let's just put it like that. I'm 200 pounds plus, he's 200 pounds. You're not getting away from that. That's 400 pounds of man holding you. So if a man wants to come rob you or do anything like that, if I don't know your last location, I can't come to you. And the woman didn't understand that. Why? Because she was taught to disrespect men because all she sees her mom do is run the man over. Run the man over. She tells the dad what to do. Nigga, I came into the house to see my godson, and I didn't even get introduced to the dad. Back in my day, you come up in that man's house, that man will meet you at the door. What's up, bro? How you doing? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Okay, who you here to see? Cool. The generation is different now. So women don't ask a man for permission to take their son somewhere that they shouldn't take them. COVID-19 was going around. She's like, oh, I'm going to take him to Mexico. No, the fuck you not. And she got mad about it. Well, you're not my dad. I don't have to be. I'm smarter than you, though. Whether you like it or not, I'm smarter than you. You don't have the intellect to understand what you shouldn't do because you're going based off emotion. Come to find out, they said good thing you didn't because it was so loud it bust his eardrums. You don't get gratification for that. It was just, no ma'am. No ma'am. So logic of somebody telling you where you need to be at, if it's nighttime, I need to know where you're at. Not because I need to be checking up. I don't check girls' phones. I don't pull up at your job unannounced unless I'm finna surprise you with some flowers or something like that. Though. Like tomorrow, she's getting some flowers sent to her office. She don't know about that. Other than that, that's it. But the marriage
What
thing
I agree.
and the ceremonies and all that shit sound good, but y'all forget it's not y'all paying for the shit. So I believe in this. If you want to get married, you should get married with your money. You should pay for everybody to come to your shit, because when y'all get divorced, y'all don't pay all these people's money back that took off of work. Half of them went in debt trying to go to the half of the parents is paying for the wedding. Y'all don't do all that. So we're not, no, ma'am. So that's why I say men don't understand their purpose. A lot of these men, y'all are getting these beta males and these niggas that don't take care of shit. You've seen the red flags. And one lady said earlier, she said, what if the man wanted the baby then changed his mind? That's a beta male. Because alpha males are not indecisive. We know what we want. This man right now wants a legacy. He wants children. I want children. I'm going to have.
We don't run away. We don't run away from responsibility. We rise to the challenge. So, like,
so Blue, are you?
When he said protection, when he talked about protection, I'm glad he brought that up. And it goes back to the main.
What'd you say?
Oh.
I said, when you said you was talking about protection, it goes back to the, as far as pussy management. It's always this argument, the base argument of pussy is better than penis because, you know, pussy can bring life. Hold on, ma'am. Yeah, we can help you bring life into this world, but guess what?
Nicole.
Pussy doesn't mean profit. Doesn't have nothing to do with money. Pussy means protection. So if you give me pussy and you're in my presence, I owe you protection. And guess what? A man will give his life. That's the difference. We can sex 50-50, but a man is willing to give his life. So he's willing to take the chance to lose his life versus you gaining one.
So Blue, you're going the surrogate route for your
legacy.
For your legacy. So my guess is you don't plan on getting married.
I'm never getting. It's not.
And the woman or women in your life understand this.
They have no choice because I'm an alpha. When I meet a woman, I tell her straight out what's not gonna happen. See, I'm not like these other niggas that even if I was to get married, the contract clause agreement would be, guess what? You understand what we here for, right? You need to get a girlfriend first of all, because that's how I rock. I need you to have a girlfriend, so when I'm not home, you can bother her. Don't bug me all day when I'm doing stuff in my office and working on my business. Leave me alone. Most girls, my girls have to like girls. That's how it is.
Ladies, but hey, look, hey, he got some women in his equation.
Type of nigga. This is why Bill Gates had fuck that. This is why Bill Gates had the clause in his contract to fuck the very first woman he was in love with the whole fucking marriage.
That was made public?
Yeah.
It's in the it's public information.
You
what's that? What was that? I missed it.
But
Google it. It's in writing. Don't worry. Because marriage is not about one person. It's an agreement. It's a contract. Do you think? Well, think about this. Look, I'm not gonna say the names because I feel like it's a fucked up case that they have on them. Look at celebrities and look at the stories that come out about celebrities. Just listen closely. They're not the one-on-one type of marriages like y'all think. Y'all are being shielded with this bullshit of, oh, we need to be with one person. Men's nature is not to be with one woman. It's not.
I agree with that.
So if it's not, then why the fuck you keep trying to force them into it?
What?
You know what? Hey.
Because that's betrayal for us. A woman, we want to feel like we're your number one. We want to feel like
it's a lot of stuff going on.
Look, but look, simple solution. You want to stop worrying about the other bitches? Okay.
Stop worrying about it.
You got to dry that dick up. You got to dry that dick up.
What that mean?
Balls empty.
You said what? Balls dry. I'm gonna tell you why. I like that bar. Balls dry. I'm gonna tell you why. Look.
So what that? No, I'm saying that means you gotta have sex with them a lot and stuff.
Just give me. I don't even for that. Just tell you.
Give it to him, because you guess what? When men don't tell you this. When a man nuts too many times, when you get older, it's usually about 2 to 3 at best, right? You get about 2 to 3 in. Oh, that nigga thing gonna hurt if he try it again. So guess what he gonna do?
For real?
Yeah, go to sleep or go back to work. It's a simple. That's why they say balls dry. Because if it's dry, he can't use it no more. He can't go nowhere and do that.
So you saying like?
They told you in the comments.
Don't do that.
Look, they told you in the comments. Look, Look,
Yes, I
rape,
love it.
rape him.
Yes, girl.
That
Yes,
man.
girl. We
Rape,
gotta
So you
fuck him.
said rape
We
him?
gotta fuck him
Rape
till
rape
he's
him?
his ass.
tired.
Rape,
When
rape.
he gets
Keep
home,
doing all that.
after he eats dinner, make sure you fuck him. When he gets up in the morning, fuck him. So that by the time he gets home from work, he's too tired. He can't even do or think about anything except for going to work the next day.
Yes. And
Balls
take care of them kids.
empty.
Keep focused. Keep him focused. Cause look, I tell you what, I remember I had a situation. What was it? Hey, I never talked about this. One day I was sick, damn fluish sick, right? She didn't care. She started giving me head before she gave me medicine, right? I can't go nowhere. Shit, you about to raid me then? Go get the fuck. I'm just on the couch still like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's your superpower. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep him there, if you want to keep him there in that situation, that's how you work that out. You know what I'm saying? We talk about love and shit. Show your love. Men are physical.
Right. Oh, yes.
If a woman,
Yes.
We play football. We fight. Most of our communication is physical.
if
And
a,
if it's so hard to submit, think about it in this mentality. If it's so hard to submit, think about if I say something crazy to this man, what if he was able to fight me off rip? It'd be a different respect. Oh, even better. Lions being an alpha male. Say you in the lion's cage at the zoo. You accidentally fall into the lion's cage, hypothetically. If the lion could talk and he said, "Don't stand over there or I'm gonna eat your ass," you gonna go stand your motherfucking ass over there.
Before he eat your ass. And after the grocery
It's the
time.
respect factor. You don't walk up to a rattlesnake trying to shake hands, knowing he ain't got nothing. You don't go up there playing. You know what I'm saying? So when it things that deserve respect, ain't no combativeness. So all this, you need to learn how to respect people. Your family didn't teach you respect at all. Because for men, we can't go out here like that. We'll die with a quick.
We'll die. Get shot the fuck up. Better not come across nobody on my line. Niggas ain't playing.
Most of these rappers wilding out, they out here playing, gone.
Fast. In a hurry.
Gone.
Even if it's the way you move as a
okay.
I'm saying, like,
so I had this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of bringing it back to this. I had this conversation with my beautician the other day, and I asked. We talked about the whole marrying, a high value man and being okay, not okay, but accepting certain things that could potentially come with that.
You ain't got no choice.
Right. And I told her, I said, I wrote an article on this website basically I said, Black women, stop telling other Black women to leave their relationships. And we used Derek Jackson and his wife as an example.
That was a bad example.
I know that was, hold on. I know that was bad, but hear me out. Hear me out. Oh, I know. That was bad. No, hear me out though. Woo. She's been with this man for I think like 10 years, right? They have 2 children together. Okay, yeah, it came out that he cheated, but who should be shocked by that? He's highly desirable, and so people were like, "Oh, she should leave. She should leave." Blah 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 blah. And I said, "Where's she gonna go? What's her next best situation? She's 10 years older with 2 babies later. Okay,
I'm gonna tell you where she goes, to the child support office, because he's gonna.
That's what I'm saying, though. Her situation won't be better. It would be worse. She still lives in a mansion.
No. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, 92% of the time, 92% of the time, the woman gets the child. On top of that, they get the house majority of the time. So his ass ain't going to be in a mansion. His ass going to be out. Number 1. Number 2, he crossed the rules. See, you hear the Godfather talk about dick discipline, right? Your ass, and I talk about any man, I don't give a fuck if you're a king or you want to call yourself a king or high value man. You're not high value if you bring a woman into your kingdom where your wife sleeps at and gets her pregnant on y'all's bed. He crossed the fucking line. Now, in that situation, I would tell her to go, to be honest with you, because you don't show any respect. So if you were sleeping with a woman and you were sitting there not using protection, nigga, you know you're finna go gardening, you bring your tool set, don't you? So why would you not sit there and protect the woman? So he didn't do his job as a man. All this beta shit he was doing and talking about everybody else, he told Gilly the King, my boy Gilly the Kid, he not Gilly the King, He said, "Oh, you can't be liking pictures on your wife's. That's disrespectful and that's cheating." How the fuck is that cheating? Because you like a picture. Social media is made for engagements. If you don't like the fact that motherfucking social media is made for engagements, don't have it. Ain't damn time my bitch ever said, "Oh, don't like pictures of her." She like ass more than me. Hey baby, bring her to the video shoot. That's her right there. That's yeah. What you mean? My bitch go through all of my bitches before they get picked for the video shoot.
Okay, maybe in that situation, okay, the whole Derek Jackson situation, but let's say it wasn't that situation. Let's say, okay, he's not bringing in any side babies and he's not bringing home any STDs.
So you didn't do your job to keep your shit identity a secret then. So what was you doing?
She said you didn't think about.
What did you? But my thing is this: why? How did you get caught?
No, I caught something she said, and you didn't think about.
The point I was trying to say.
High value.
The point I was trying to say to my beautician, because she was like, "Oh, if he cheats, I'm done." I'm like, "So you built this beautiful family with this man. You guys have 2 beautiful children. Everything's been working out, but you find out that he stepped out twice or once. You're gonna just divorce."
Oh, you didn't know. Oh, no. She found the reason the beautician's probably talking about her situation. If she's saying if he leave, that's not the reason to leave. No. It depends on the circumstance, right? Everything's circumstantial. If a man is killing you damn near every day and you're blacking out for him choking you, you leave.
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about he's loving her, providing her, protecting her, and then she finds out, oh, he stepped out a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, you don't leave after that. No, you're right on that part. But I'm talking about for Derek Jackson specifically. But yeah, for your beautician, no, you don't just leave for no reason.
But, yeah, I'm not even talking about Derek Jackson. Yeah. I'm talking about the women who are in situations where they got the life that they want, and then, oh my God, he stepped out on me.
Women keep forgetting that. Okay, women keep forgetting women cheat too.
I don't want to know nothing about that. I've never cheated.
24%.
Okay, wow, 24%, and then the rest who don't.
No, the males was barely higher, so it was damn near. It was close. So what they're saying, okay, put it like this. The men that are having sex with women, it's the same amount of men having sex with the same amount of women. That's why most of these dudes are childless at 30 and 35. And they're very high income. They're not trash. They're middle class. They're having no children because you have 2 or 3 baby daddies already. The dudes that have multiple baby mamas are getting the women that other men not getting. So after you get done and damaged, you want to come waltz your ass over here talking about some, I want to try now. One girl gonna come to me talking about, I want to try now. 3 kids later? No, the fuck you don't. I ain't got nothing for you. I can't do that. I'm not doing that to my. I said, what would I do with? So you want me to take care of your 3 kids and then my 2? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. So you listen to, you like Kevin Samuels?
The Godfather, he's accurate, but I've been saying that. You ask him, you ask Ion. I've been teaching Ion since 07. I've been teaching Ion this since 07. I don't have the platform. Me and him,
I get it.
Go to the gym. We have these conversations since we met each other.
So I get it. So do you feel like a man that has children, it's okay for him to pick a woman that doesn't have children?
The man is the provider. Y'all ain't paying for shit.
Right.
So why would we care? And then the men of high value don't have many children outside of life. If you have one slip up, maybe.
You're saying, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. So you're saying like whoever is the main person that you're engaged in.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
So what I'm saying is the person that's your girlfriend, that's like your wife. You don't marry her, but you respect her in that office like that. She's the main prize, right? Yeah, you're only gonna have children with. You're only gonna have children with her.
Because I already established before I met her that I was having my children through a surrogacy, and I don't have time to wait. It's 160,000 people that die a day, so I'm not going to move my needle just because you came here. Because guess what? She can do at any point in time. She can leave.
Right.
So I don't have.
So will you still have a child with her, or once you have your surrogates, that's it?
No, ma'am.
So does she have to be on birth control, or are you going to pull out?
In order for me to have a child for you, in order for you to have a child from me, you have to prove yourself. I don't know why people don't seem to understand that. You can't talk to me for a year or 2. Matter of fact, me and her already talked about it. She don't want kids till she's 30. So we actually good. We got a good 8-year gap. till she decides she want to have kids. But guess what?
Oh wow, wait. How old are you?
I'm grown.
He's probably
I'm grown.
33.
No, ma'am.
No, he's in his 20s.
Ma'am.
What?
Last week they said we were 16. The other lady today at the place, when I went to go get something to eat from the Uber Eats app, she said I look like I'm a sexy 19-year-old. So black don't crap.
I'm not gonna lie. I did think you were young, but I just gave you 30.
How old do you think I am?
Well, when he said his girl got 8 years,
Let me
or
see.
whatever,
Let me see your hands. Put your hands closer to the no, the other side of your hands.
Oh, I ain't up, baby. We we a little different.
Yeah, yeah, y'all young. Y'all in your 20s.
Yeah, young. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Need to view. It goes to sign language.
Especially.
Y'all playing the Vegeta?
No, ma'am. She's 22. She's 22.
She's how old?
She's 22.
She's 22.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that none of y'all are like 35 and up. I know none of y'all.
Baby.
That's why I told her I asked to wait. What you say, ma'am?
I know none of you guys are 35 and up.
No,
thank you.
They're not.
God bless
you. Right about that shit. That'd be goddamn.
Hey,
woo.
Blue gives me like 25.
Yeah, he gives me like that around that age.
Being 35 ain't bad.
No, ain't nobody said it was, but I'm just saying y'all don't.
Patrick's 31.
Hmm?
He looks like he's like 29, 30.
He looks 29, 30.
I'm in that hot pocket.
She told you a 31 cup.
Damn.
Thing is, my brain is just different.
I'm facing my voice.
That.
I think you know one thing that I've learned in life is that people change.
I need you to send me that shells to the DM. Send that for me and Pops. Hey, Shells, see there you go with that bullshit, Shells. My God,
yeah, y'all in the comments going. See,
man, you gotta earn it.
What they be saying? Don't look at the comments. Don't look at the comments.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't look.
I stopped looking at them. Oh, this is a very interesting conversation. I definitely got some gems from you guys.
Yeah,
it's honest.
It's an honest perspective.
And also,
from the males.
let me tell you this too before I get off this live. Like, after everything that we've talked about, I really do feel like there's a shift and a change that's happened in the atmosphere, and there's more women holding themselves accountable who do want to change and are ready to be the wives that we know y'all have been, quote unquote, deserved a long time ago.
You know why it's changing? Because don't nobody.
I mean, I know why personally.
Don't nobody give a fuck about marriage no more. The men don't care. Men are not taking the chance. I've seen. Okay, a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. Why the fuck would I go and get married when the whole way the wave is people that being uncooperative, disrespectful? I just told you the girl said she didn't even know why she should ask the dude where she's taking her son. What the fuck? So if that's your mindset, I'm doing good for being by my damn self. I did good because guess what?
But wouldn't that be determined on where you're meeting these people? Maybe you're not meeting these people in the right places.
No, ma'am. It's not about meeting.
But I want you to understand.
Can I ask you something? If you let's say in my situation with my son, me and my son father aren't together. Do you think it's an honorable thing for the woman to say, like, when they get into a situation and it's serious, and they're with someone else? Do you think it's appropriate for them to come to the man and say, "Hey, I would like for you to meet this person that's going to potentially be a stepfather"?
I'll bring a nigga around my son. You better let me meet him for the gun, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I did that, but my son's father didn't want to. He's like, he don't care.
Okay, his feelings. That's why.
And he fought it for back. He didn't want that. He should have stayed with you.
He was in his feelings.
He should have stayed with you. Because first of all, okay, put it like this. This is what people leave out. They're like, only 15% of the women are up here. Only 15% of the women. 70% of people live check to check. So what kind of gap do we actually have to work with? And then we were born, and then we have to get out of the hood. And we deal with different type of women. So the women that we deal with are, okay, we meet a couple of people. But nowadays, where are people meeting?
Online.
So it's not like who the fuck I'm meeting. It's not like back in the day where I meet a girl and I meet her dad, I meet her mom, her aunt. I don't get to do all that now. You going, hey man, what's up? And now you got to stay away. People got their own agendas and stuff like that. But as far as
I think I did everything right.
No, you didn't. You got married.
Wait, how?
No,
How the hell?
but
Who the what?
oh, excuse me,
I
the
got this.
second
I
time.
got this.
I'm talking about the second
No, I'm
time
talking to me. Wait a
around.
minute.
No,
Wait a
no. I'm
minute,
talking about the
man.
second time around.
Man,
I'm not talking about the first one.
Look, hold up. Hold up. You about to get. Look. Listen.
Hey, Hicks, ask you this real quick. How many months did you have? How long did you know your baby father before y'all got together?
Before y'all got married.
We knew each other for a year.
That's a good time. That's a good time.
Before you got how long did y'all have? How long did you know him before y'all decided to have a child?
After we got married, it was about 2 years after.
Okay.
Would you want your daughter to follow that same path?
I think I would want my daughter to not get married so young.
Thank you. Go ahead, Harris.
When I said only reason why I was saying that I did it better is the second time around I'm older, but I still put standards for myself, and I did tell the person that I began to talk to. I said before we start dating, I want you to introduce you to my father, because traditionally that's how they did it. Anytime somebody came to talk to their child, then my dad told me that that's how you do it, because the parents kind of like weed out the person and give you their perspective. So what I'm just saying is, just now I didn't do it the first time, but this go around I did do that. I introduced my both parents to the person, had him sit down and come to the house, and he talked to my parents.
You know why you did it the first time? Because you knew you wasn't doing right. Go ahead, Harris.
Man, it comes to this, and this is why that whole shift you talking about, is happening because Black people are tired of fucking doing it wrong. Now, it's a lot of women out here getting the benefits, right? They getting the benefits. No.
I'm trying to tell you how.
No. Look, listen before y'all get into it. It's women out here reaping the benefits, but not all women are able to reap the benefits. Like it should be more women out here being able to reap the benefits. You know what I'm saying? So we out here fucked up living in the trauma, and we like, you know what? We did something wrong. Yep. And one day I had to sit down with my dad, and I was like, bro, like what were you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what were you doing? Like, why were you trying to like have me on this and this, and this wasn't really the way to go? And he was like, because shit, that's what we was taught growing up. I was like, oh, so this is the thing, Pops. We gotta stop just doing what we taught and start learning what we need to do right. We need to start looking for the knowledge that we need. We need to start understanding, well, why are we doing this? Y'all didn't even know why y'all was going in the house when the street lights came on. And the reason why is back in the day when the street lights came on, white people was on go. They was hunting for Black people. They was killers. They never told you that. They just told you to be in the house when the street lights came on. But we just did it. We just did it after the fact by nature. We didn't educate each other. People ain't being educated. They just being taught to do stuff.
Yeah.
Program. You're not being educated.
Just like they tell you go get a job. Why would your parents tell you go get a job? Because guess what their parents told them?
Go get a job.
None of them tell you to start a business, because if you go get a job, you will be taxed by the government. How many people get all their taxes that the government taxed them back?
And all this high value shit, all these people owning these businesses, over 700,000 Black owned businesses only have one person in the business. They have no employees.
And
I agree with you.
Over 700,000 Black businesses have no employees.
So basically, you have a business, but you're not an actual.
No, he's right, because I know a lot of Black-owned businesses that even my family members, and they'll tell you they won't hire family. So it's like Black people aren't really hiring when they have businesses.
But this is my thing. The problem is,
these business owners can't do it. Hey, I'm about to I got to get out of here and make a stop.
I want to tell y'all before y'all go, I really appreciate this conversation. I feel like I definitely have been enlightened. And now the perspective that I have is I can take away the, what y'all was saying, the ego, I think it is. I can set back and kind of like, I feel like if more people heard this, it would help a lot of women. And whether or not they agree with the polygamy or anything, it's just like, it felt like I don't know, I just feel like I went back like 10 steps back in my mind to realize all the problems that I created myself just by not, like, everything you were saying. Like, my dad used to tell, he was so strict, and I never got a reason why. But now it's like I understand, and it's a benefit because I didn't experience a lot of men in life. So a lot of people, like, I have so many men that try to get me because they know, like, people are like, she's not experienced. I didn't go to the clubs. They don't know my face. And it's just like everybody try to get me because they want that particular woman that nobody had. But it's just like now I'm just thinking like,
All right. I gotta head out. But before I do, I just want to say, ladies, I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the questions that y'all asked, your input, your time, and you were a great and lovely guest. We were able to have a respectable conversation and educate each other, and
nobody cussed each other out. Nobody away. Everybody learned from each other, and that's like, see, a lot of people might say, "Oh, well, she's not." That's what y'all need to hear, because half of y'all is on the same level as her, and y'all don't want to admit it. And like she said, she has a perspective that she understands. Like, this is what I'm trying to get. So we have to have a conversation here to see if we're gonna have to bring them to the studio.
Hey, but look, later on, cut this, let them know I said it. Black women, we love y'all. Work with us, please. This new generation of men are trying to fix it, okay? But we need y'all help and y'all understanding. That's all we ask. Just understand. And this has been a great presentation. And we have now shut down the Lost Intellect to show you that you have lost your damn mind. See y'all. Blessings to you. Good night.
Good night. Y'all follow the page, and I'm follow y'all back. Send me a message, DM.
Okay.
All right, y'all take it easy.